Cash and Carry is located at the top of Fountain Stretch, VG Highway. Our opening hours are Mondays to Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Long's Cash and Carry. We look forward to serving you.
Dream, 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 dream.
Not me. Whoa, that might have been the way back in the day, but nowadays, dreams are reality. Stop waiting for that perfect moment and step into the Penny Bank to find out how you can own your piece of dreamland. The St. Vincent Cooperative Bank right now is offering 100% financing, no down payment, and I mean low yearly interest rates. This is land ownership made easy for Vincentians. So apply now at the St. Vincent Cooperative Bank.
The St. Vincent Cooperative Bank. Your penny bank and so much more.
The Penny Bank and so much more.
OMG in the morning, lighting up SVG on Boom 1069.
Yeah, man, reggae night.
Back to the future.
You live on your love. So turn on the light, make it shine bright. And listen to this. Jam it. Reggae night. We come together when we're feeling right. Reggae night. And we'll be jamming till the morning light. Oh, any ring just call. Got to get my things, got to catch this ride. Gotta look my best, cause I know they'll be mashing it up tonight. Oh, reggae night. We come together when we're feeling right. Reggae night. And we'll be jamming till the morning light. Oh, you will find it happens only once a year. So don't miss out on this session here. Oh. There'll be people coming from the north and south and east and west. So you better look your best, man. Now lightning strikes at 8, so you better not be late for this rubber dubbing, rockin', jamming, fun, fun, love. Yeah. Reggae night. We come together when we're feeling right. Oh, reggae night. And we'll be jamming till the morning light.
Back to the future.
When you love someone, it's natural, not demanding. And that's one thing I'm proud to say I found in you.
Back to the Future.
Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. How you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. Tell me, how you gonna do it if you really don't wanna dance? By standing on the wall. Get your back up off the wall. 'Cause I heard all the people saying, get down on it. Come on and get down on it. If you really want it, get down on it. You gotta feel it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Get down on it. Come on and get down on it. Baby, baby. Get down on it. Get on it. I say people, what you gonna do? You gotta get on the groove if you want your body to move. Tell me, baby. She walks further down the street with the brim pulled way down low. Ain't no sound but the sound of speed. Machine guns ready to go. Are you ready? Hey, are you ready for this? Are you hanging on the edge of your seat? Out of the doorway, the bullets rip to the sound of the beat, yeah. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. And another one gone, and another one gone. Another one bites the dust, hey. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust.
Back to the Future.
Just show your face, broad daylight. I'm telling you on how I feel. Gonna get your mind. Don't you dare jump on, get on me. Alright, I'm getting you on count three. Just show your stuff or let it be. I'm telling you, just watch your mouth. I know your game, what you're about. When they say the sky's the limit, and to me this really true. But my friend, you have seen nothing. Just a way to find it. Because I'm bad, jump on. You know I'm bad, you know it. You know I'm bad, jump on. You know, and the whole world has to answer right now. Just to tell you once again who's bad. Girl, close your eyes. Let that rhythm get into you. Don't try to fight it. There ain't nothing that you can do. Relax your mind. Lay back and groove with mine. You gotta feel that heat, and we can ride the boogie. Share that beat of love. I wanna rock with you all night. Dance you into the sunlight. I wanna rock with you all night. Gonna rock the night away. Out on the floor, there ain't nobody there but us. Girl, when you dance, there's a magic that must be love. Just take it slow. We got so far to
go when you feel that heat, and we gonna ride the boogie. Share that beat of love. I wanna rock with you all night.
SVG starts with OMG in the morning on the trending station. Wake up with the real Badman Bing and DJ Shady.
When I'm feeling under the weather, you just make me feel sweet. Ice the cocoa tea, use the sugar, and together we are complete. Darling, heat me up. Only you alone can put fire back in the soul. Heat me up, and you're telling me I should leave that fire alone. Well, the more they tell me, the more I'm holding you close. I could never let you go. Miss how she lay. Girl, I'm coming home, I wanna see you again. All day through the night, I'm dreaming. Yeah, miss how she lay. When you turn it up, make it smooth, my darling. When outside is pouring rain, put that water on the fire. Bubbling, you're bubbling, you're bubbling, it's over. Raise the temperature higher. Coming in, you're coming in, you're coming in closer. Make the thing catch a fire. It's all on the ground, all over the counter, yeah. With that pot on the fire, yeah.
It's your cocotiella.
Boy, I barely could concentrate. I feel a sugar rush in my vein. One cup, it does make my day. I'm missing it when I'm gonna love for you. Heat me up. Only you alone can put fire back in the soul. Heat me up. Girl, you are that thing, I could never leave you alone. No, and no matter what they could say, I'm holding you close. I could never let you go. Miss how she lay. Girl, I'm coming home, I wanna see you again. All day through the night, I'm dreaming. Yeah, miss how she lay. When you turn it up, make it smooth, my darling. When outside is pouring rain, put that pot on the fire. Bubbling, you're bubbling, you're bubbling, it's over. Raise the temperature higher. Coming in, you're coming in, you're coming in closer. Make the thing catch a fire. It's all on the ground, all over the counter, yeah. With that pot on the fire.
OMG in the morning.
I'm so into you, mama, mama, and I'm really feeling your vibe. You make me want to subscribe. Woman, I have to follow you. Aha, aha. Just have to click the like button, and now I'm gonna leave a comment. Woman, you're simply amazing, amazing, and you got me falling, falling for you, for you. Yeah. And every night and every day, every time I make my way, I think about you. It's true.
Like in old time days, woman sweet and the music nice and it's rub-a-dub, rub-a-dub, dub, rub-a-dub. Like in old time days, people dancing, vibes and vibes in here. Rub-a-dub, rub-a-dub, dub, rub-a-dub, dub, dub. Big people whining, girl, come inside of this dance, I tell you. Rub up on it, hey. Rub up, when I hit the wild up thing, girl, then we go slow dancing, I tell you just. Rub up on it, so call me baby. It's like I've been here before, and I did this before. Deja vu, deja vu. It feels like I've been here before, and I did this before. Deja vu, deja vu. I said family, family, family. We all stay. We having a time. Raise your glass and wine. Family, we all stay. No time for bad man. Just free up and wine. If music was the food of life, then surely I will never be satisfied. Like the air I breathe, flowing through my veins. Music hit me hard, yet I feel no pain. 'Cause I love the way this music make me feel. I love
sounding like a throwback Thursday, boy.
I reach inside, a feeling take over me. It remind me of the first time I touched party. Cannot deny the shock was so heavy.
And the greatest here we go.
Everything just feels so sweet. Yeah, when I look on the left, it's so much pretty girl. I'm fitting in the carnival with a bag of green on me, like a criminal. But if I win on a girl, see the team all around way, and we having a good time. Yes, we having a good time. Do you remember?
I'm not gonna let anybody to share the life this morning. I'm just gonna go this morning, right? Let's see what happens this morning.
Looking so nice, we must be in paradise. When last you had a time to remember, it's only bumper to fender, and the drinks got done with the bartender. Look at people in here tonight. Dance with me, baby. And it's you running through my mind. Stay with me, baby. I might even whine if you give me time like you want this, darling. I have something for you right there. I catching a feeling right up on your bumper, baby. I know where you're from, Miss Lady. I'll never get the band go down there. I know you're not easy. Long time I've been waiting for you. I have something for you. When it's time to leave in the morning.
Oh yeah, on a wet morning. Wet morning. I know, gosh, we needed it, but we don't need. I didn't need it this much.
I still love the DJ. At the end of the party, it's when she look and she tell me Dios, baby, take back a Dios, honey, take back a Dios, baby.
This is what you call stain bed wet and stain bed music.
Baby, push back a Dios, honey, this time is all yours, baby. So let me ease up the tension. Say she love just so I just hold it. Them gyal they whining down, but it's you alone we control it. Yes, she a professional bam bam roller. She say bring it, come and wet me down, don't let nothing get in between us. Well, I catching a feeling right up on your bumper, baby. I know where you're from, this lady. I love how you dip and go down there. I know you're not easy. Long time I've been waiting for you. I have something for you. But it's time to leave in the morning. And you feel for somebody, you could come and look for me. If you want a jam, well then call me. I still look off the DJ at the end of the party. She tell me Dios, baby.
All of it, she said. And when she's nice and curvy looking like that,
Baby, push back a Dios. This time is all yours, baby.
no Shady, no Shady, no Shady, no. If we keep going like this, we won't get the show going this morning. No Shady, no Shady, no. We take the last one, then we get going properly.
Fool, you're ready to groove. You're whining away, yeah, you're whining away. Got me feeling away, yeah, I'm feeling away. What's this?
Listen to the bass line as it drop.
Watching you put on a show. Girl, I'm whining like you already know. All I want is one piece of wine, darling. Yeah, wine and have a good time, yeah. All I want is one piece of wine, darling.
Hey, this is the Cutlass music, boy. This is the kind of Cuban Cutlass music, boy.
Let me go style and let me climb it. What our time it. Just let me hold on tight and wine with it. What our time it.
OMG in the morning, lighting SVG on 269.
That's us. Oh yeah. All right. You ready to go this morning? Yo. Badman thing. Real Badman thing. The morning. Shop the life, people. Shop the life to Shady. Shop the life. Shop the life. Shop the thing. Shop the thing. Shade the damn thing up. Shade up. Because this morning we got the lineup this morning. Of course, as usual, we're gonna get our morning cup of coffee, especially when it's nice and cold outside like this. We gotta get our caffeine in. And you know who is our morning caffeine? You're gonna get Hanmo to jump in and scream and kick and tell us what he's having problems with and who he don't like and what's going on in the country that he doesn't like and all of that. So that's our morning caffeine. So we're gonna get that out of the way. Yeah, we get some commercials in after him. We got Chester's questions. Oh yeah, you got it right. Yeah. Chester's questions coming up at 7:30 this morning. Yeah. We also got Council Plain Talk at 7:45 this morning. Look out for that. Yeah. One time this morning we won't hear nothing about no more laws. We had enough laws. The thing we want real thing because I heard some things yesterday. I'm going to talk them too. I don't want to hear no law this morning. No flaw. I didn't flaw. Right? What's going on in the country? Everything this morning is about what's going on in the country. Yeah? This morning is what's going on. This morning is Wednesday morning. We don't care this morning. We don't give a damn. In fact, we don't give 2 damns this morning. We want to know. We want to hear what's going on in the country. Yeah? What we vex about. What we upset about. What we not happy about. And what we wish to have things done differently. And something we can say what we were happy about too. Yeah, what we happy about. I'm happy about waking up this morning. What you happy about this morning, Shady? Me bringing breakfast for you? As per usual. And I get nothing in return. Absolutely nothing. Nothing. Nada. If I want to ride by band fee gas station, I have to pay him. What a human being.
Remember, I just keep all the secrets, so.
You keep all my careful in
like bribe.
Oh, that's bribe.
Yeah,
people feel like make my woman feel like a secret in her.
Why it have to be something like that?
Well, I don't know. I'm not in. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. At 8:15 this morning, we got the short one, and boy, he got a lot of things he gonna tell us about. Because I heard a press conference yesterday. He's got a lot of explaining to do. From yesterday, he's got a lot of explaining to do. Yeah? I think the thing start, boy. Shady, the thing start. The thing started yesterday morning, yesterday afternoon. It continued last night. The thing starts. Our season, Shady. Our season. Politics season is our season. The thing start. It start. Yeah. We got also this morning, what? Wednesday morning? Yeah, we got the Pink Panther coming in this morning as well too.
Yeah, we have a paid interview.
We got a promotional interview
8:30,
at 8:30.
Coats.
Yeah, Coats Optical. Yeah, we got things to see in the country. Plenty things to see in the country this morning. So we're going to do that. 15 minutes. Plenty things to see in the country at 8:30 this morning. Then we're going to get Pink Panther after that. And then we continue going. And we got a lot of things to get off our chest this morning. And we're going to give you an opportunity to get in. Max, morning, buddy. Max, you know the usual thing. Share the thing. Buenos dias, George. Morning. Oh, gosh, buddy. Lord, buddy. You're going to make Hammer vex with me, you know, Max. Max, if I take your call before Hammer, you're going to make Hammer vex with me. Hammer going to vex with me. Like, good morning, buddy. Morning.
Die not know Hammer go for relax. I didn't St. Vincent right now, so Hammer you can't.
No, you come bring me things to you.
When you want me come today or tomorrow?
Man, no, you come when you could come in the studio, when you could come and talk with we. You can't come to visit us outside. You come
so
inside.
You want me come talk? You want me come talk now? I did about 10-15 minutes.
Jump in.
Okay, I come in. Okay, but I call to tell the people the sound of rain on Gavana is wake me up this morning.
Jeez.
And nothing is better than that.
Nothing is better than
Nothing
that.
better than that.
Nothing better than that.
I have some sour sap juice.
Uh-huh.
I got some bud.
Wait,
I got some
jump in. You're gonna jump in. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. Jump in. Yeah. Jump in. Yeah. Hammer, where are you? Where you, my brother? Hamilton? Good morning. Let's get going because you can't. Don't call me when we get going and then you can't get in and then you get vexed with me. There we go. Let's get the thing early. Let's get the party going early. Morning.
Morning, brother Bing.
Morning, my brother.
There's nothing to get vexed with. Brother Bing, you don't understand, and greetings to my brother Max. You don't understand that I'm blocked out, on radio stations. And I asked police, call the public relations section, call Inspector Oliver. I call my brother who saved me from them when they arrested me, in the, sometimes I don't like to call the name because, they just demonize them, in the, serious crime unit. He's a very good. He saved me. He's the one who helped me. And I asked him, why is it that people are blocking people under the Constitution? You're supposed to speak. The only thing is that on the Constitution you're supposed to speak the truth. And this is what I beg you with your radio station, that it's not to bring on people. You see, for example, the Pink Panther, he is a very knowledgeable person, but the thing is he needs to read more. Because if you don't read more, you're going to end up with figures coming from the regime, and those figures are not correct because they're not actually audited under the Constitution, section 70, 75, and 76. The Auditor General, the Accountant General, and they're supposed to make sure that these figures are correct, table them to the Parliament, and then there's supposed to be a Public Accounts Committee supposed to verify these figures. And this is why I'm saying I do not acknowledge Dr. Friday and the NDP as any credible institution that can run Gonsalves, because on the other way, Gonsalves didn't do that. Gonsalves would have made sure he put pressure. Let me just say two things why I'm calling. Yesterday, the Pink Panther spoke about the situation with the list, and he read out 32,900 and 32,400. The opposition got in the most votes, right? And it's significant that if you're seeing more people voting for the opposition, it means that how could Gonsalves be, such a wall boss? Because let me say this, Mr. Gonsalves, you have destroyed the Labour Party. You have destroyed Labour. People are only voting for you maybe because, a few of them get a little scrums. But under Labour basically voted for Milton Cato because they felt Milton Cato and the party could do something for the country. And Milton Cato made sure that he didn't just victimize the other side, the PPP. And since you took over, Mr. Gonsalves, the only person who will get to work is people who are loyal to you. The only person who are wrong you as a police, the only person that promoted has to bow down to you. We have to stop bowing down. And there are a lot of people coming on and say, don't bow down to Rado Gonsalves, but they still call him the Prime Minister. And that figure, 32,900 he gave. I have 32,800. It's significant. And so he said something also about the Grenadines being the carrier why we have the popular votes. No, that is not true. The Grenadines would have the lowest amount of votes because the popular votes is the total number. And then, of course, you have force party posts, the 8 seats. And so, significantly, really, the majority, for this assessment I did since the last election, the majority of people would want change. Clearly, they want change. They don't want no more communist. Because look at what has happened. Our agriculture, lands, just bush. And everything I say here can be verified in front of a court. There's no agriculture being. We don't have any ginger, we don't have any pepper, we don't have any arrowroot anymore. They just plant them and they don't have any factory.
No lime, no orange, no
lime. In fact, I saw some limes day before yesterday. I said, but Lord.
I saw some NDP limes, Lord God, yellow than NDP. My gosh. No lime, oranges, I mean.
Another thing
I've never seen more yellow on a fruit before. My gosh.
Brother Big, let me tell you something. Bananas still very, very dominant in the South America and the Windward Islands. Because, I know St. Lucia lost the ability to send the bananas to the banana boat, but they're fighting to come back. But they're shipping to the UK. They're shipping to France. Grenada still provide bananas to the country. Right. Oh, well, there's one last thing I want to speak to you about, and that has to do with the matter of yesterday I spoke about Dr. Friday, and Dr. Friday was there speaking about this particular. It hurt me, and saying Luke Brown this, Luke Brown that. In a very Dr. Friday, you said to me when I told you we want to change that you are going to respect our citizens. Luke Brown is a citizen, even though he don't support you, you can't disrespect him like that. And he went on, in a very crazy way to suggest that the Unity Labour Party can't find people to be candidates. Dr. Friday, it tells me that you're totally out of touch in politics. The easiest party in the world to get candidates is the ULP. And you know why? And I'm saying, hey, do you understand why you're losing? Do you understand?
Who's the candidate for East Kingston for them?
The thing is, is that there are a lot of people, they have a lot of choice, the guy who you heard, the singer, Luther, he could be that candidate. They have other people who could be it, but any...
I ain't talking about who could be it. I'm asking who is.
I don't know yet. Who are the candidates. I don't think they have really come. In fact, the one, Dr. Friday, the NDPA started, the ULP started a campaign yet, and you are not even campaigning. Why are you making the same mistake thinking that you could just wipe out Gonsalves, you could just win the election, not understanding the use of this
product? Then I could just wipe out Gonsalves and win the election.
But I say wipe them out, I mean that you could just come and say 14-1.
Who said that?
Dr. Friday was on a radio program, and a lot of them was on the radio program when they called into that. I don't know how they could have bought France and Cunningham. And they were basically hinting 41. 41 they were hinting. And I'm saying, Jesus, Lord, help me. You all are worse this time because you all are not on the ground. And I'm saying, NDP people, the quicker you all remove Friday, Liquor, Cummins, and all of them from that political party.
The whole party?
Well,
everybody?
I want to ask you one favor. There was another lady, who said that she was bringing a third party. And I'm saying to her, you might have a chance getting my ex, because for me, I cannot support the ULP, and I cannot support Friday Liquor Cummins and them. Well, last time I said the Congress.
I hope I don't hear you on nice radio today.
I don't hear you. My mind.
I hope I don't hear you today.
No, don't put me on that. I thought my mind.
All of this. I hope I don't hear you with Major today. I hope I don't hear you with Major today.
No, don't Major what? Major, I don't want. Let me tell you something. If they change that party lineup, if they move Friday, in fact, move Friday out first. Find somebody that has leadership quality. Yes, Friday's a good man, but you're going to lose this election bigger because why basically you're not even out of the ground and you think you're underestimating Gonsalves. I gone, man. Love you very much. Thank you very much.
My morning cup of coffee, oh Lord, what would I do without him in the morning? Oh, that is how I gotta start off my morning. How else it will be nothing else. Shady, don't sneeze next to me. You help me leave a sneeze. Move it. Ease up. Morning, folks, from inside, and you just heard it. You just heard how we kicked it off there, and we got some commercials to come before we bring just questions. But maybe I should jump in here now too. Travis is saying the voters list came out yesterday. What are you saying, buddy? Who is supposed to call the public account committee? The voters list was updated yesterday. Ask the Union Island people living in Vermont if their names on the list. Lord, somebody had the voters list? What the voters list? Travis, you had the voters list, buddy? Send a buddy, oh gosh, are you rolling so? Tita, leave me alone. Tita, the only list you have is your check-in time to come back home. Free. On Trump's behalf. Leave me alone this morning, Tita. Leave me alone with your labor car on the back of a flatbed truck that can't move. You don't know you're getting deported. You're there in America for how much years now? You can't organize yourself. You can't get your citizenship. You're there in America since before I born. Tita, what's going on with you? Stop harassing me this morning. My mic is my weapon. Morning, my buddy Tita. Morning. So, yesterday, we do take the commercials first because if I start, I can't stop, you know. Once I start, I can't stop. Because I heard something in a press conference and officially the campaign starts. I heard Prime Minister Gonsalves yesterday in a press conference that told me the thing really starts. I heard him at the official ceremony at the Prime Minister's residence last night. Officially the campaign starts. He said his mouth, his tongue not cut. He ready, taking in all of them. He's taking all of them. Well, he and Candyman with all of them. Well, I don't know who will stand up. So, I want to talk about something I heard him say. I heard him say something, but if I start now, I won't be able to stop. Because we got to take some commercials, and we got Chester's questions coming up. So, let's take the commercials first, and we got Chester's question. I ready to this morning. It's Friday morning. Yeah, the list is out. Came out yesterday. The voters list. The thing starts. We're ready to go. Let's take a commercial break and come right back. When we come back, we got Chester's questions. After Chester's questions, we got plain talk. And we need the courtroom this morning. No courtroom this morning. Fire this morning. There you go. Let's go. Let's commercial break. Back shit.
Are you looking for a pharmacy that's not just a place to pick up your prescriptions, but a hub of health solutions tailored just for you? Then look no further. Welcome to
Ladies and gentlemen, coming in all the way from the other side of the earth, weighing at a whopping 174 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, he's ready to go. in the green corner. It's now time, ladies and gentlemen. Strap in, because we're gonna take off right now with Chester's questions.
What really is the problem? The problem is trauma. This is Chester's Questions. I'm going to share with you an excerpt from Beyond Survival Advantage Server, written by Michael Nanton and Chester Connell. The stench, when analyzed, does make a lot of sense. The 500 years of historical Eurocentric-driven trauma, like uncollected garbage bags heaped upon previous colorful plastic-bagged fetid piles, has formed the collective trauma, rotting, decomposing, and passed on as transgenerational trauma, generation after generation after generation. There is usually no recognition by oneself, personally, or by others, professionally, of the trauma. There is therefore no psychological transformation or personal private progress. The disgust is simply buried undiscussed, thus unrecognized by most of us in the Caribbean. The unconscious response, "I'm fine," is simply a superficial survival tool that transports us emotionally and psychologically to and through the next 24 hours, and the next, and the next. So we survive, parked in neutral, in the driveway, pretending we're on a highway. Why is it that we never thrive? We just survive, and we are satisfied with just surviving. As Bob Marley said, fighting, fighting, fighting for survival. The problem is trauma. On page 55 of Beyond Survival Advantage Server, I shared these words. There's an acronym that I've created from the word fine. Whenever you ask somebody, how you doing? How are you? Most of the time we say, I'm F-I-N-E. But I have come to realize that there is so much trauma, as I've just shared, because of the 500 years of slavery, of indoctrination, of colonization. And we hear our politicians tell us about a post-colonial, modern, competitive economy, and that it's all about the economy. My take on that is incorrect. It is not about the economy. The economy is actually not how we will evolve and realize our highest selves. It's not about jobs. It's not about the gross domestic product. We are in a vicious cycle. It is the people, it is each individual who has to set themselves free from the spiritual, psychological, mental slavery. Yet we bow down and submit ourselves to political systems that just generate nothing. Yet we keep on believing the nightmare will turn into a dream and that we will awake and find that everything is right. It cannot work that way unless we face the trauma that is within us, the trauma that has been piled up like garbage bags, uncollected garbage bags, looking pretty nice and pink and blue, but on the inside, rotting garbage. Yeshua Christ said the same thing. Hypocrites, 2,000 years ago. Graves on the outside, white graves, but inside rotting dead bodies. He was talking to the Pharisees, and I'm talking to the politicians. And I'm saying, let us all realize that there is no harmony, There is no future in party politics. We will only enjoy the truth of who we are when we face the trauma that's within. When somebody says, I'm fine, what do they really mean? Well, I'm going to share a little skit. I'm going to impersonate, if you will, actors, which we all are. That's what hypocrite means. Actor. It's the Greek word for actor. In fact, the word persona means actor. A mask that we carry around, that the actors carry around. The hypocrite is the actor, and the mask is the persona. That's what the word means. So let us remove the masks, and I'm going to share here with you a few acronyms that I've come up with for the word fine, F-I-N-E. When somebody says they're fine, here are some possible revelations. If we look behind the word, if we read between the lines, what fine might mean in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Hey, what happening, man? Bad night fine, you know. I'm fearful, injured, nauseated, exhausted. Good morning. How are you? I'm fine, you know. I'm falsely accused, indicted, neurotic, exiled. Hey, my friend. What's happening? I'm fine, you know. I'm fooled, ignored, nervous, edgy. Hey, man, I keep seeing you walking the streets all hours, day and night. This is like the 10th time I've passed you sitting down outside the bank. You don't have a home to go to? I'm fine, you know. I'm filthy, in need of a shower, embarrassed. Hey, man, you all right? I'm hearing some things, man, like you got thrown out of your home or what? I'm fine, you know. I'm fixated, imperiled, not happy, embattled. Boy, people talking about you. They say the woman threw you out the house. I find, you know, I'm forsaken, implicated, neutered, emasculated. Hey, girl, are you looking so fluffy? I find, you know, I'm fat, inept, neglected, engaged to no one. Hey, no, you need help? You look like you might need some help. I'm fine. I'm framed, itinerant, nomadic, excluded. Hey, partner, what happening, boy? Oh, God, boy. You're looking real bad, boy. I find, you know, I'm frayed, invalidated, non-essential, entrapped. Hey, my brother, Kijon ouye. Boy, moi bombagé. I find, you know, I'm frightened, infected, no friends, estranged. Hey, what up, dude? What's going on, man? Man, I'm fine. I'm frustrated, ill-treated, nostalgic, exploited. Hey, Dread, what go on? Baka look maga so, man. Look a real tin, man. What go on? Brother, I find, you know, I'm fragile, invaded, near death, exposed. My take on life in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and in the Caribbean and indeed around the world. The next time you ask somebody, how are you? And they say, I'm fine. Maybe we need to read between the lines and ask, ponder, query, empathize, realize what that person might be going through. when they say I'm fine? Are they really? Ask the relevant questions, probe, and see who we can help today to become in a better way. Ask the right question. This is Chester's Questions.
James Jones is saying on the live, Chester, you haven't even spoken for a minute as yet, and you're absolutely on the right path. Danny Koff said, a man is not an island unto himself. Sheena Bailey said, you are speaking my language this morning, Chester. Bronx said, real talk. Wang Ping said, he's responding to Travis. We'll get around to that some other time. Deborah Samuel said, okay. Alright, this is they're fighting with Travis in the live here. Danny Koff said Vincentian are their own enemy. Tell you. Josie Sam said, but one negative thing I noticed. Alright, that's Travis again. I truly believe Chester needs to increase his meditation. Alison Grant said, Chester is our modern day genius. George Ballantyne said, who's answering Chester's question? And the list and the comments goes on and on and on and on. Good morning to you, Carter. You're live.
Good morning, Big.
Good morning. Good morning. Hey, good morning, buddy. Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. I don't want to say I'm fine. I don't want to say I'm fine.
I just want to say that's where you're supposed to say you're fine. So it's a false facade you're setting up when you say you're fine. And I know that all this time in Sylvanton. Chester's right on the money this morning with Chester's question. But I just want to say good morning to everybody. And the silly season has kicked off. And it's your stupidness coming out of the silly season all along the line. And I don't know how we going to end up when the silly season finish. But I hope it end up with Vincentian making the right choice for their survival, because it's a survival mode we're in right now, babe. We're in a deep survival mode. And we're between a rock and a hard place, and we ain't fine at all. And I want to big up Max and all the guys who continue to support free radio station, Boom Radio Station. Have a good day.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Listen, Boom is always here for you, eh? Boom is always here for you. This is the platform of the nation. If you've got something to say and you want to get it off your chest, it's right here. You can call us while we wait on Council Plains before he gets in at 451-1069, or you can WhatsApp us at 455-1069. But I see Council backstage, so let's go straight to him, Shady. Let's bring Council as we go straight to him. Oh, sorry, you called it the wrong time. Let's go. Council is backstage. Let's go straight.
Plain talk. Plain talk with Jumo Thomas.
So much things to say right now.
All you talk now on OMG.
Good morning to you, Council. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Bing. Good morning, Shady. Most of all, good morning to your listeners. Bing, are you one of those persons? Are you one of those media people who are being paid?
Yeah, I need the money. I really do need the money. I heard that yesterday. I heard that from Prime Minister Gonzalez yesterday. The money is being transferred straight into the account.
Straight into the account.
How about you, buddy?
Well, anybody could go and look into my account any day. They're not going to see a lot of money, much more Chinese money going into my account.
I don't think they're going to send. I don't think they're going to send that currency. So, you know.
Well, no. Whatever currency they send, it would be translated into Eastern Caribbean dollars, I'm sure. But you're not going to see it in my account. And how does the Prime Minister get information as to what's going into whose account and how much? I mean, that's a serious question. I mean, I know that the tax authorities have the power in the legislation to inquire of banks, but I really don't know how the Prime Minister gets the authority to talk about money going into whose account. But there's a larger question. If he's so convinced that money is going into people's account and people are not declaring this money, then the Prime Minister ought to talk to the tax people to get the tax people to bring a lien or whatever they can bring on people's accounts. It's just sad. You know, he says they are paying people who are commenting on radio. I know that Chester comments, but Chester is a type A man. So no one would say that Chester is getting money directly into his account.
Are you prepared to put your hands on the Bible and said that you're speaking the truth and the whole truth, that you're not being paid? I know. You must get.
That who's not being paid?
That you're not being paid.
Oh no, I don't put my hand on the Bible for nothing.
Oh, okay, all right.
What I know and I can assert without any chance of contradiction that nobody can say or nobody can establish that money is going directly into Jomo Thomas's account. But I was saying that Chester is in Taipei, and that's Gonzalez's ally. So Gonzalez couldn't be talking about Chester when he talks about money going directly into commentator's account. I don't know if Travis is a commentator, but after 2 days ago, they would not say that money is going into Travis's account, because Travis, whom they were introducing over the last weeks, made a comment on your radio, and I've seen it. I have never seen more sharing by ULP persons have a comment made by Travis, whereas Travis has been doing all kind of expose all along, and he was being introduced. But for one comment he makes about the opposition that the ruling elite likes, Travis is now almost a patron saint of Vincentian politics. But I don't think that I'm not so sure if they would say that Travis as a commentator is getting money directly into his account. Mr. Weeks comes on. I'm not so sure that they would say that Mr. Weeks, because Mr. Weeks carries water for the the current administration. So they're not going to say that Mr. Weeks is getting money. Whether he's getting it from the Chinese or whoever else, they would not say that. Pastor Richards makes commentary. So these are the commentators we have. I can't call Candyman a commentator, but in any event, we know that Candy would not be called out for getting money directly into his account. But I think the thing being, what is unfortunate about the Prime Minister's comments is that it is slander by innuendo. It is slander because he says, they know I have the facts. Well, bring the facts. I mean, if you know that Bing Joseph or Jomo Thomas or anybody else getting money, bring it. Expose them as being paid by a foreign power to speak ill, as he would say it, about his government. I think that's what he should do. Online publications, do it. Well, there's an online publication that is, in my respectful submission, it is led by one of the most outstanding Vincentian journalists, Kenton Chance. Is that the innuendo? Is that this online publications is Eyewitness News one of those online publications? Is it the online publication where monies are deposited directly into their account each month? This is slander by innuendo, and this is not right, particularly coming from a man who likes to sue people or threaten to sue people. No, if you have the information, say it. In fact, he has parliamentary immunity. He can go into parliament and lay it all out. Go into parliament and lay it all out. And then someone would say, for example, if you were to say Jomo Thomas, I know for sure, then I'll say, come outside and say it. But that's not being done. And slander by innuendo is not a good thing because it muddies the water. It muddies, it sullies the discourse, the national discourse on issues and policies. You can have the slightest shade with this administration and they damn you as though they have a monopoly on ideas. They have a monopoly on policy. They have a monopoly on what's right. So nobody can have the slightest shade with them. Goes on to say, I know they would say that the PM makes allegations again, but I did not give any facts. I did not give any details. All of them know I have details. Well, give it. You say that everybody knows that you have details and you don't give it. When you act like that, you're being nothing short of a snake oil salesman. Only snake oil salesmen engage in the kind of activity which try to smear people, try to assault their independence of views and opinions, and you come and say that you have the details. What details? If you have details, give it. People are commentating on radio, people are carrying on their business on online publications. Plain innuendo. And I want the Prime Minister to know that there's slander by innuendo. That is sustainable in law. There's slander, I repeat, there's slander by innuendo that is sustainable in law. So maybe he needs to get his researchers to go check that before he comes back saying the kind of things he says, besmirching the names of people who are commentating on radio or who are in online publications. He must stop. And then he talks about these people are desperate. Well, who really sounds desperate? who really sounds desperate. I mean, I know that these are election times. Elections are rapidly approaching, and everybody, the Prime Minister, evidently wants to remain in power. He wants to achieve another term, and he's probably going to do any and everything to retain power. But there has to be political hygiene in what we say. It cannot be that you assault and smear and smudge and say all kind of nasty thing about people because you want to remain in power. And then he goes on to say, they are a danger to the democracy in our country. There are so many corrupt practices involved in what I'm talking about. And they want to subvert our democracy. Now, think about it. Think about it. I have watched governments from a little boy. Around 1975, I began, looking at stuff. So that's a good 5 decades now. And I will assert, without any chance of being contradicted, that on multiple levels, this government is the most undemocratic that I have lived under, or experienced, or read about since independence. Possibly, only exception being the Labour Party, the old Labour Party of Milton Cato and Grafton Isaacs and Arthur Williams and Hudson Tanis. These are guys who refuse to negotiate with the unions. These are people who who prevent people from beating a drum in an overwhelmingly African country. You are prevented from beating a drum in Kingstown. These are people who, in the law courts, the court issues orders and judgments on cost and other things, and they blatantly refuse. They don't even respect an equal arm of the government, of governmental setup, governmental structure, which we know as the judiciary. So when you talk about the danger to democracy, who is really the danger? Or who should be warning whom about the continued erosion of democracy in St. Vincent and the Grenadines? Who? And then he goes on to say, I love this country. I love this Caribbean. And I am mourning this country because of all of these people. Prime Minister ought to take his own warning and step back from his undemocratic practices. This notion that our democracy is in danger and people want to sell the country. Who sold to Ames? Who sold to Weiss? Who sold to the Hutchinsons out of Mustique, where hundreds of workers were leached? Who gave Ames and Weiss and Hutchinson passports? Who? And all of the other persons whom we don't know. Because I heard, when I was driving in, I was listening to another radio station and I heard a young woman making a very important point. She says the idea as to who should get passports or not should be taken out of the purview of a singular person in St. Vincent's case, the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and put into the hands of a commission like we know exists in Grenada. My good friend Richard Duncan from Grenada is the head of that commission in Grenada. A man of impeccable integrity. Don't want no political elite to have control over who becomes a citizen and who does not. Because at least we have 3 examples of people who are crooks, whom the Prime Minister, in his own deliberate judgment, decided to give passports. Well, on the Hutchinson one, he said that the Hutchinsons had owed some money and he refused. But, I mean, that when that blew up, that was his statement. But you know, government official statements from governmental officials have to be taken with a pound of salt. But we know for sure that Ames had it. Who else in his establishment had it? We don't know. Ames was the figurehead. We know that Weiss did. And they turned out to be crooks. Ames is serving a 12-year sentence in a British prison, the last thing I heard. So the question as to who is a danger to St. Vincent, we need to interrogate those things. And I am here to say that the continued rule of Prime Minister Gonzalez represents a continued danger to democracy in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Bing Joseph, that's my take for this morning.
Thank you very much, Kongson. A very interesting one. Catch you again tomorrow morning. And
until we meet again.
Continue with until we meet again. As to money is going into account, I know no money comes into my personal account, but I have money wired into my company's account for business purposes. People donate, people wire, transferred money for donation. People send money through the Western Unions and but also people wire transfer money to my company's account. So I don't know. Well, he says the Minister of National Security. Hey, I've got a very important guy in the studio. You're going to hear him when we come back. Don't you move. Turn up your radio. Tell somebody to tell somebody that I got a very, very important for the first time in Boom radio station this morning. Shady, take me to the top and come right back. Let's go, buddy. Here we go.
SBG starts with OMG in the morning on the trending station. Wake up. It's the real Badman Bing and DJ Shady.
John, no, madam, what go on, singer? What go on, madam? Everything good? Yeah, man, everything good. Yeah, man, you know what? Tell us the other day we were at Clash, man, tell them play the big tune, we can't sleep. And the whole place still, man, tell them, madam. Really? Yeah, man, the tune go on, man, it's hot, man, tell them, madam, man. Really? Man, tell them, man. Respect. And I said differently still. You know, so that small 5 years, man, they go down, I can't bless me with something. John, no, star.
Me have no money. As you ask me, you think me for running, and you all laugh like you think ain't funny. Me nothing for weak, man. Give me a break, man. Me now have no money. As you ask me, you think me for running, and you all laugh like you think ain't funny. Look how much you owe me. It better you love me, love me, love me, love me. Why you think say your problems bigger than for me? Me never see you yet, and you have nothing to give me. And every time me ask what you are deal with, I just nothing I go on, you see me. Me can't afford to give you every time, cause right now me don't have a dime. The time you sit down on the corner lurks, just go and go look at work. Me not have no money. As you ask me, you think me for running, and you all laugh like you think ain't funny. Me nothing for weak, man. Give me a break, man. Me now have no money.
Wake up with the real Badman Bing and DJ Shady.
Well, Shady, I think we should establish some rules. Yeah, should we? Yeah, we gotta establish some rules as we introduce our guest for the morning. He's gonna be here all morning, all through all the segments. He's gonna be. He came to spend the morning with us. He probably wired it. He didn't walk with it. He probably wired it into Boom's account. He didn't walk with it. You know, do like what others do. Wire it. You know what I mean? First of all, you cannot say MC. No MC. Okay. No, you cannot say MC.
Master ceremony.
You can't say MC. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome for the very first time in the studios of Boom Shady. Give me a round of applause. And as we put the camera on him, our friend, our brother, our MC, Max Walker, is in the studio and he's now on camera, buddy. Good morning to you. You're on camera. Good morning. Morning,
St. Vincent. And
you finally made it.
Yeah, finally made it. Well, I'm always here, but finally made it to Boom. You know what I mean? So I'm home. I come do some work on the land. They say a thief in. They're fighting for. That's why I say I was underground. Notice I ain't calling last couple of days. Hard work I'm doing, cutting some grass and things. I'm going to plant some medical marijuana.
Yeah, no, you're planting marijuana. What are you joking for? You're planting weed. If you're planting weed, you're planting weed.
No, I plant this on okra. Because you think I feel slimy.
Oh, okay.
I plant this on okra.
Yeah, that's straight there. That's straight there.
No, I just came home and I mean sometimes you have to just come home and just ease your brain. Even though home have its challenges, home is home, you know what I mean? So came home and I reach out and they say come to the studio. So it is.
Buddy.
Yeah, so.
You're a buddy. So tell me, did you wire it or did you?
Well, I wire some and I walk with some because I can't walk with all. Because you might saw me and junk and anybody pick your pocket, so you have to wire some and leave some in the bank account.
And then when you get into immigration, they will ask you how much money you walk with. You can't $9,999. You can't go 10,000. You can't go 10,000.
Right closely.
Well, thank you very much. Make sure they get your receipt outside. Well, you come in the time when the things start. The things start.
But me here, not like I say underground. I hear people say, man, I come from America and protest. Me can't protest on vacation. Me depend. Man, I give NDP licks. NDP these are some licks. But now night time to beat NDP. We can pull ya, push. All we have to push one direction together, and it's the ULP direction. Because ULP been here 20-something years. They do good enough, but they could have do better. That's why me personally say ULP have to move. I know NDP man need a case. NDP go there and do stupidness. Me I go be first man and the same labor people them who cuss me now go come by my bandwagon when me I beat NDP. Just like all of us so Chavez a hero. Last week Chavez was a villain, now this week he a hero.
Boy, Chavez is the most popular man in St. Vincent right now.
Chavez is a man that, you know what I mean? Chavez is a man that Chavez going to do what Chavez have to do for the interest of St. Vincent, in his opinion.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I might not agree, might disagree.
You might not agree, but you also might agree, but it is your right to disagree and to disagree. To agree and to disagree.
Well, a man in like you tell me he not like me. Me say, brother, if you like me still good. If you not like me still good. So it no matter. Jesus come save all of myself and now you kill Jesus. Who me be? And me not believe in a Jesus. But that's I use that as an example.
This is my co-host. This is my morning stay. I get in the work. You're available to be my co-host on mornings. I'm looking for somebody to be a co-host.
You could wire the money in my data account. Now my account and my data account. Because my data have iPhone. My data.
No.
All kind of thing.
No, you don't wire money into people's personal account.
No, I don't.
Company. You need to have a company, buddy.
I do not have
a company.
I do not have personal accounts.
You have a company account.
No, Max Walker do not exist in America. So I have companies in America.
Yes, that is
so I could have tax write-off and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because Trump teach us how to do that.
Yeah.
You have to be hand to mouth professionally.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, no, I don't have no personal. I have a little personal account here. You could write off certain things. Your vehicle, you write your phone, your watch on your hand. You know what I'm saying? You write off certain things. That's just how we operate in America. But home is home.
Home is home.
Oh, first of all,
home is where the heart is.
I want to big up the staff at Argyle.
Yeah.
When I came in, always very professional. The immigration officer who took my documents, very professional young man.
I guess they know you by now, so.
Man,
you're a celebrity.
Well, not really.
Once you see Max Walker,
the woman who searched my bag, very professional. I see Carmelo take a picture and say Carlos James fault why he playing a he man break their own rule on it because I wanted to take a picture.
And they can't take a picture.
Signed it. But 20 signed it, so me client comment no photo allowed in the arrival area. You know that, babe?
Yeah.
And I see Carmelo post a picture right by me, and me was going. I wanted to take a picture because I felt good, to be honest.
But you have to remember, Camilo is the king in waiting.
Well, me ask him and they comment, so you break the rule, but he say he ask permission and they say take it quick. So next time me come, now me I go ask permission again. He actually responded to you? Yeah, no, Carmelo and Sabato, all them man does respond to me, you know.
What the hell?
Shady, what to we? Only somebody, one of them underneath does want to come cuss me and tell me this and that, so I have to give them MC.
Well, I need to get some MCs because I have never.
No, he
responded to you?
He responded to me.
Well, ask him, tell him please that Bing wants to have an interview with him. And
well, me and them not a friend like that.
No. Just say you was on board this morning or whenever yesterday, and the real Badman say he want to have a political interview with you. Politics. We only talking politics. We only talking politics.
Are you here?
We are nothing else but politics. We only talking politics. Okay, buddy. So, did you go to the event? I saw there was an event last night. Did you go over the river? OTR?
Nah, I not go to far now. And them big stone and bust my head.
No, buddy.
Nah, I was freak out last night. I tell her doing some work funny land.
Right.
Tired out, man. I mean, what's thing me do go beach? When you go beach, I get a proper knockout, you know.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
So I was just.
And you don't get those kind of knockouts in the States. You don't get a.
Me not go beach, you go beach and come out with ring one. Me not go beach America. You crazy, yeah. Most me might go to Key West, Florida. That's the only beach I go. But Pile in Maryland, me not go to water today. That's not like Green Sea. The dirtiest water here is better than the cleanest water.
Okay, buddy. So you've been following what's been happening on the ground.
Like, as far as what?
Politically, before you came down. You know what's been happening.
Yes, I know what's been happening. Yeah. It's politics.
Oh, yeah, and you that's your thing. You not just it's your politics, is not just your thing. St. Vincent's your thing.
St. Vincent is my thing. Anything I see for the greater good of St. Vincent. I ain't talking about you and Shady. I'm talking about the children I see walking, going to school. The most favorite thing for me I experienced since I been home is them children walking school and water come to me eye. Me bring ball pan eye life and I go say, me a fake. The children walking school innocently. What we doing for make sure them they better than we? That way me a fight for a bang. Me good enough. The children I see a deco girl and she brought a hole in hand. Lunch kit. Me can't give up on them, they bang. We leaving them the $3 billion in debt and with them we have to show for it. Do they have better school with window, without louvers dropping out? Can they go to the hospital? If they have a brain aneurysm and properly get the treatment cartel being get, remember cartel fine for get treatment. How can them they get the same treatment cartel get? Can them they get the same luxuries I see the people them who follow up the airport for go sandals get? As born Vincentians, that's why I wanna. This is not a ULP Labour thing, or NDP thing. So that's why fighting for Bing. To be honest, it not me. Forget ULP, forget NDP, me is a Vincentian. That's why when Ralph tell Trump hold the visa, me could agree with Ralph and NDP people say, boy, me the pants stupidness. When Ralph say hold your visa, Trump, and me I work for Trump and I work for the United States government. And I say that publicly because it is what it is. We could say with me, well, that's my constitutional right for freedom of speech. So when Ralph said that, I could agree with Ralph, I still agree with Ralph. When Ralph, Trump and them high more slavery America. I want to come tell people about Cuba and down here. No, I'm not a hypocrite. Regardless, I'm anti-ULP. But if ULP do good, I have to big them up. Just like the port, we need the port. I asked a question months ago. I hear the port, somebody pinch me and tell me, but I have to ask question because I don't want to imply nothing. Because them assuming I have not know my money in any wire account. And people want to say we glad the port is necessary for the forward momentum of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Without the port, we can't.
Come close to the mic. Come close to speaking to the mic. Yeah.
Without the port, we can't fulfill what we have for our future. Candyman and Kingsley program some months ago explained the connection with the port and the old port and the culture thing. He did a very good presentation and me big up Candyman, they cost me for that. St. Martin's all we go there.
Who cost you?
Man, people, me not know NDP people say me only have strength for NDP. Me not cost ULP. You don't want to tell me when me big up ULP, you know, but at the end of the day, Labour get a 6 out of 10. And that is with the extra points. Them still a fail. We should have the 9.5 out of 10 based off the money that's spent. Them do things, but they could do better. And they're looking at foreign, look at the medical marijuana. With the local vagabonds, with them they eating. Outsiders eating food. Candyman talk yesterday, I hear him slightly about permit. Licensing, how much a license cost? Can an average man afford a license to the medical marijuana? You see, a lot of people just talk thing and it's politics, you know. Then we talk about St. Vincent have growth. We have better growth than the other countries. Tell them we're so far behind the other countries, even if we get more growth than, for example, Barbados. We're still behind.
We still catch up.
If the goal is 10, Barbados the 8, we the 4. Mathematically, and I can put word in my mouth and say this and say that, and I'll spin people thing. But if Barbados the 10, if the goal is 8, the goal is 10, Barbados the 8, we the 4. Barbados move 1, growth. Barbados the 9. St. Vincent move 4. 4 and 4 is 8. Barbados still ahead of we. Yes, we have better growth than Barbados, but we not where we supposed today. So we playing politics with the thing, and that's all I want to do is help wake up people to really see what's going on. Don't get tricked on. We still suffering a lot of the blows that NDP did back in the day. But instead of them go there and fix it, they go there and magnify it. And I kind of agree with what Travis Harris said, for hold these people accountable, but now it's not the time. Just wait till the government change. Wasted energy. If you're running a track, if you're running a Usain Bolt running a 100 meter, Usain Bolt turn around. Remember when he turn around in a break you all record? Turning around, I mean, you're fighting me. You're fighting Jeffrey Providence. No, focus on the finish line. But when we reach the finish line, then we go figure out what we have to do next. You know what I mean?
You always talk about. Oh yes, let's go. It's now time for. It's his time. It's his time. Exact. It's 15 past, quarter past. Linden B. Fitz, Vibes Cartel Money James. Where your partner there? Linden B. Fitz. Where your partner there? The one with the fleet of vehicles. Let's dance, folks. Let's dance. Let's dance him in. Where is he? Let's dance him in. Where is the sugar man this morning? Where is he? That's not him. Where is the sugar man this morning? That's not him. Where is he? Lyndon, you have one job to do. You have one job, well, two. One was to deal with cartel. You did that. No complaints. The other one is to get this man on every morning. Let's see if we have him. Is this him?
Get that NDP man there out the studio now!
The man duck. The man duck. You make the man duck, boy.
Wait, you go hear me. Boy, candy man, your voice make me age on boss. You labor man strong, boy. Oh God. Mother walk.
The man living well enough.
He do foot spite and yelling at me ears. He do foot spite and yelling. I said the whole in St. Martin's man, Badman.
Oh God.
We're going on.
Max in the building. Pick up yourself, Max. Oh man. Max. And that's why you know me have a big up because you know plenty of them without their talk about them have a better life. Every time they watch it, like it price them bad, but price too high, them can't come home.
No, we have to support the thing and remember home and even if $100 million better, me sell me wife and me and my daughter come home.
No, not tell your wife, please. Not tell your wife.
Well, I go run now and say Max say I go sell your wife because how we bad that the NDP man I go sell the wife, but not man leave me the NDP man big man.
Leave me out.
Well, you're in the right part, you know. They must tell everything. They tell food, hospital, everything.
Boy, don't set up this man. Don't get him started. Don't leave. Watch Max. Be careful.
Max. I heard this is something this morning. I agree with you 100%. You say you will be getting a 6. I say, wow.
Thank you, man. And he said, pick it up, but I didn't want to draw attention to it.
No.
I didn't want to draw attention to it.
I do for spite. Strategic.
Yeah, we're going to play that plenty.
They don't record it. You're going to be the Travis of this week now.
No, my back, Brad. But hey, but candy man, but all jokes. My grandma used to tell me 666. Watch 666. That's dangerous.
Yeah. The mark of the devil.
I thought you say you ain't believe in God. You ain't believe in God, but you believe in the devil.
But no, I use it in a context, just like how me use Jesus.
Which context? So what 666 mean?
We tell honestly, 666 means 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons. The chemical composition of melanin, which is used as carbon. So that's why you see how Shady black.
Give him the applause, Shady.
You see how Shady?
Come on, Shady.
Come on. That's what it really means, to be honest. But the colonizers, the one them from Portugal and all them other place up, so now tell we 666 is the devil, so we have to look within ourselves because we
exactly. Because 6 is Saturn.
Yes.
But before Candyman, them used to talk about the 7s. Now they're telling we have the 6s are important. Forget about the 7s.
You know what I mean? Well, 6
nobody never forget the 7 because
6s are important now.
The 6 is going to make sure that Ralph remains G7. All right.
You're jumping it. Before everything was
G7.
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 I thought all of them changed that because all of them kind of powers there. You change all the number plates and them to G6.
No, it's not. It's not. We say 666 and it's Terrence. You want me to play the tape?
No, Zara.
You want me to play the tape?
No. Leave me alone.
Wait, hold on. Let me just do this thing here. Comrade Shady, good morning.
If you only I will give Max permission to use the MC.
Oh, God.
You don't give me lock up like man. Tell me if I come jail, crap smoke me pipe. Me I ain't going jail, no.
The men waiting for you in
there. Boy, they want to mash me up. Me ain't going jail, no.
You're a celebrity in jail.
Okay, me a food chala. Okay, put up the bun down, sorry.
you might get the max. You might get the max penalty.
The maximum 6.
Maximum penalty. By the way, Max, I got to educate you on this thing. I know you are a guy that likes to be educated, and that's why I like to converse with you because when you're wrong, you just say you're wrong, and when you find out information, you just go with it. So the cost for the license, the medicinal marijuana license, is between 100,000 US to right up to 1 million US. That's what it costs. However, our local traditional farmers are free. They don't have to pay anything for it.
I stand corrected because some people balling and say they can't afford. And my suggestion to them was, why all in come together? If you can't do it by yourself, come together, like the Musaman and them, and put all your money together and start the thing. That's what me not there.
Well, that's one of the problems we have here. People, and this is not a political statement. We have a problem here where we don't like to come together. We don't like to work with one another. Everybody is trying to get rich by themselves, you know. And when you look at other cultures, the Chinese travel, and all of them are living. You find 18 of them living in a one bedroom place. They might take turn for sleep until all of them get rich.
But Max, why
the Syrians do it? The Indians do it, and we can do it as well. The cost here. Let me explain something, right? The cost to process marijuana is not cheap.
Well,
that is one thing that people are not getting.
I was just going to say that. Why the licenses
equipment
for the traditional farmers are free, what you need to get into the business is not free.
It's not cheap. Yes. That's why only you're seeing only people who have money, which a lot of them come from outside of St. Vincent, are able to get it. Because Max, if you ain't got $500,000 in the bank, US, you're not getting into medicinal marijuana production, and it doesn't have anything to do with the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
No, that's the same
you have to.
That's the same issue we have in DC. We had the same issue in Washington DC. Actually, we Barry Black, big up Barry Black, another St. Martin's man. Me say me only have strength for Vinci, but we trying to change the legislation in actually. I live in Maryland, right on the edge of Washington DC, and that's the same problem we have. And the local guys them now have millionaires coming from outside Maryland because Maryland is one of the states that have medical marijuana, and they also have recreational marijuana, and the equipment is so crazy that the local man can't do it, and that's by design by the colonizers.
Yeah.
and we don't make the equipment, so you gotta buy it from there. I was involved in seeking some of these equipments, and I'm telling you guys, like 100,000 US here, 50,000 US there. You know, $200,000. It's real expensive stuff. If you ain't got that money there, you're not getting it.
And what the legislation say you have to have in place as well too.
Well, we have to abide by GMP standards.
Right.
And these GMP standards are set globally. That's what the G stands for. Global Manufacturing Practices Standards, right? And if you don't, that's one of the reasons why we had to spend all that money to set up the lab that I was telling you about in Enums, which is a state-of-the-art lab. That lab is second to none in the OECS. I guarantee you that, right? But we had to set that up because if you cannot prove that you're up to GMP standards, you cannot export.
Okay.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Max, we don't export in any event. We have the best.
Well,
we have the best lab, but we ain't exporting nothing.
I was about to ask about the black secretary and the citrus.
We've exported marijuana.
$100,000 worth of marijuana was exported. Not a cent.
Well, let me just explain one more thing, and Max will be able to attest to this as well. Max know about these things. One of the problems you're having is not so much finding the markets. We have found markets. The markets are especially all over Europe.
It's how you get it there.
It's not how you get it there. It's how you get the money. Because the United States have been blocking the money. Anything to do with marijuana, they block it in SWIFT.
And what about how you get it there?
No, you can get it there. You can get it there.
But it's still
you can get it there.
It's still federally illegal.
Right. Because it's illegal in the federal system.
Farm. Yeah,
you can't get it through. You can't get your money to the SWIFT banking system. And then once they cut you off from SWIFT, you ain't getting no money.
You can't do international transactions.
So it's a cottage industry we running here then.
So my question to you now, my question to you.
We didn't think about that before.
My question to you now, and you're absolutely right. America is a wicked country, and federally they go black other countries.
But we didn't think about that before.
But my question now, why we didn't instead of spending all the money upon marijuana, knowing these challenges, why we didn't get into mango? I pay for some dehydrated mango the other day. $7 for cheese slice, them thin like Pringles. All you see, that's like mango not dog of St. Vincent.
Yeah, of course.
So no, we can dehydrate
mango is something. I agree with you, man. Mango is something that the ordinary man can get involved in.
Yeah,
it's cheap.
Popeye,
you know.
Don't fall for that, Max. He's setting you up. Don't fall for that.
Don't fall for what? We having a sensible discussion that is very true. It's cheaper. It's much cheaper.
Don't fall.
It is way cheaper to dry mangoes and sell.
So why we don't do that?
So why the government ain't doing it?
Why the government ain't have to do marijuana? The government ain't doing marijuana. The government ain't have to do mango.
Why the government doing hotels? Why the government doing hotels?
Hold on. We had to set up the framework, the legal framework, so that the industry can exist. You don't need to set up a legal framework for people to get into mangoes. There's nothing illegal about processing mangoes.
Okay.
We had to set up the legal framework to do marijuana.
Okay.
Of course.
A question that I really don't know.
Hold on. Let me just say one more thing. Let me say one more thing. The same lab, right, that we set up in Enums for GMP standards is not a marijuana lab. It can test everything from marijuana to mango to fish.
Can it test DNA? You say me molest a little girl. You go test my DNA full lock me up.
Max.
No, it's a lab.
It's not a forensic lab.
Okay.
It's not a forensic lab. It's for global manufacturing practice.
Conversation with Grace before me.
It's for manufacturing. Right. That makes up the thing, right? But if somebody, let's say for instance, a bunch of farmers who want to get together and produce, and they want to dry mangoes and so on, and they want to export, they can do their testing at the same lab. You know?
But the marketing infrastructure needs to be put in place by the government. Would you agree?
The marketing infrastructure is there. We have Invest SVG. Invest SVG has been doing a lot of work, and you all see it all the time. They come out with you.
I won't be at I won't be at their seminar in May when they come.
One of them is coming up in Washington.
I'll be there. I don't link at me whole family members of them who the America years. Them have to come. If them not come, I lock them off. Really? Yeah. With America too long, we have to invest here.
And one of there are people who are already taking advantage of these opportunities created by Invest SVG. What, for instance, do you know how well Vincent and Seasoning is doing in North America now? That Vinci Fresh seasoning is a big thing in the US, and in Canada it's even bigger. You can get that in some top areas now, some top stores in Canada right now. You know, and all of that is part of the work of Vinci Fresh. There are other products as well I can mention. So the framework exists, the opportunities exist. What we don't talk about enough is where these opportunities are. People don't encourage, and people don't go and say, okay, like this is one of my problems that I have with the opposition, right? They don't encourage people to be great. Like, you can criticize, I have no problem with you criticizing, because this is politics, we will go back and forth. But at the end of the day, you got to be able to come and say, and I think this is the problem that Travis had with them, right? You got to be able to come and say, Dr. Friday got to be able to come on the radio, on TV or on his live and say, listen, yeah, I see some man in violence, getting involved in violence. Don't get involved in that. Go down by standards, you see them building a hotel, long they go down there and look for work, right? There's a port project there. Go down there and see if you get a job, right? And we will say we think it's not being carried out properly or whatever, and we want to win, and when we win, we could do it better. But in the meantime, go and see if you find a job, right? Encourage people. There are opportunities. Look for them, because at the end of the day, you want people to do better. You can't just tell them, lay down and die and wait until I win.
Let me ask you a
question. I can make your life great.
Let me ask you a question, Candyman. And you think that is because it's deemed as a labor project, and then I go on?
But it's always that. But it's always so that. It's tied to labor. And you came in back this morning, Max, and you said that port project is a good project.
No, we need the project
because it's necessary.
No, we need it. Honestly, we need it. To be, I was a critic of the airport. I say I would have prefer a hospital over airport. First time Milan, yeah, me ball. To be honest.
Yeah, but Max, you running a country is like running a house. It's like running a home, right? And at some point, there are going to be multiple things that you need in your home or that you want. And you have to prioritize, right?
Facts.
We needed to build a new hospital. That is true. But we also needed a new airport, and we need new jobs, and we need tourism, and all of that. And all of that, the money so that your economy can support the new hospital and all of these things have to come from somewhere. You need to build up your tourism product. But you can't build up your tourism product with E.T. Joshua. It is never going to happen. So you got to build out an airport. Then you got to bring people here. And when you bring people here, you make money from them. And when you make money from them, you can afford to do other things. You know? So we had to decide on these things. But you know, when people come and tell you there's a labor project and so on and all this nonsense, and so that they're supposed to feel bad for going to look for work on a labor project, because people will cuss you out and say you switch and you sell out and all this nonsense.
So how do we get rid of that ungovernable mindset? Because
I don't know.
Because it's like, and to be honest, I kind of glad I had the opportunity that me and you, two of the man them with the stinkest mouth in Vinci, having a proper dialogue, and when you come on my...
nothing like yours. I never
you lie. You lie. Don't make a stupid stuff on me lie, boy, that me had to save him food. Me just send that to my wife. When me vex, I send that. She says, who the body they be? He said, oh, he went in same school as me. But no, but to be honest, it's this is what we need to have. Two opposing forces.
We got to have dialogue. You know, and people get vexed. People get vexed to one another when they talk to one another. But you only get better when you talk. You understand? We can only improve when we talk to one another. We not talk. Half of the violence that we have in the country right now between these young men is because they don't talk to one another.
But and Doc coming up in last segment, Doc had made a point that we gotta attack it at the schools. and teach the kids conflict resolution. And I can't agree with him. I cannot agree with him anymore. But that is another topic for another day. As far as violence is concerned, we have to learn to tell the children being angry is a necessary emotion, but it's how you deal with your anger. Talk it over. Doc talk about it, and he seemed like he's the only one. I hope y'all could implement that in the educational revolution going forward. Conflict resolution.
Let me show you something, man. When you and I were boys, Bing too, but Bing was a lot longer when he was boys.
He old, Bing old compared to you.
Yeah, he does shave his head to whole head to look young.
Same thing is about you when you come in now. Same thing is about you when you come in.
No. He and Fitz and Jomo, all of them shave off the whole head so they could look young. Right? But when we were boys, we used to play, which is very critical. Our parents used to allow us to go outside, right? Go in the road and play football and play cricket with one another. The youth man them from up the road is to come down, the youth man them from down the road is to come up, them from over the road is to come over, etc. So we used to mix and mingle with one another. So if a man talk to you, when you get to 14 years old and a man talk to you in a certain kind of way, you don't know he your whole life, so you don't know it's so he the talk.
Okay.
He ain't really mean nothing. You know what I mean? If a man get vexed, you know him long enough to know, yeah, he get vexed now, but tomorrow, man, he good, right?
All the reason, say, boy, this been that, and boy, me know me sorry, and
exactly.
I be mean, so.
Exactly. We used to, but that don't happen because people have become, and this is, I think it is linked to the fact that we've been doing better in life, right? And people have become more and more selfish. People, their children grow up entirely inside, entirely isolated from the world around them. So when they meet a stranger and they meet some youth man from up the road, they don't know anything about it. So he might have a coarse voice and he talk to them a little rough and thing, and they may know the man just playing around or whatever. Because most of them man just a play around. Then that's a war. And the man respond to you in a different kind of way. And then he get him for my brother and this and that. One of the problems we have is that we have ceased to be a community.
And how you think we can solve that problem, though? But that's something that keeps you up at night, and Candyman. To be honest, because we
can't go back to the neighbors. People don't know the neighbors anymore. People don't talk to the neighbors anymore.
Well, so maybe if Ralph and Friday come together
and have a
conversation.
Let's start with the leadership.
Because that is powerful, and Mr. Prime Minister, you probably listen to my voice. For the betterment of the future, even if you're done dead and gone, me done dead and gone, come together with Friday and say, boy, we are opposite. We oppose each other politically, but at the end of the day, we have intentions, and that will be powerful. And even when me done dead and gone, that farmer solidarity go drive a stake into the root of St. Vincent, and you could sprout something prosperous.
Well, I'm pretty sure the Prime Minister is not opposed to that.
Well, you see what tell that man, don't trust this man here, man.
Well, no, we watch and see.
Max,
I'm pretty sure they.
Max,
yeah, but let me.
I don't want nothing to do with him. I'm not talking to him.
Yeah, but why did he say that? Bing, you're trying to be facetious now. Bing is trying to be facetious, and people like Bing are part of the problem.
Did Friday boss if I Prime Minister?
What did Friday say?
I hear what you're saying.
What was Friday's response when that happened?
What response? That's not the point. The point we're talking about leaders.
But of course, that is the point. Because you got to provide leadership. You got to provide leadership.
But how do you provide leadership?
Let me put it like this. Let me put it like this.
And all this kind of thing. That's leadership.
Let me put it like this, right? If my daughter go out the road and my neighbor's son beat her up, and my neighbor ain't do me nothing. He ain't do me daughter nothing. But if he ain't rebuke his child, you think I supposed to send my child around them again? Friday has never rebuked it. And that needs to be called out. Because the Prime Minister is a human being.
Okay, and the correct response should be what?
But if a man can't rebuke something like that, what are you going wrong him for?
No. But we speak. Okay, so that is what we're speaking about.
But that's what the Prime Minister says.
So, but
Me ask
you
you a
think
question.
that should be the correct
Me
response?
ask you a question, Candyman.
Do you
and
really think the response to the Prime Minister should be the correct response?
Not for tit for tat, Candyman. Not for tit for tat. When the last election, when they had a political rally down Rail and Hill thing, some gunshot pelt. It was an NDP rally, some gunshot pelt. And NDP people run, trip over far long. Did Ralph rebuke that?
Ah.
I don't remember.
When a minister of government pelts off bullets,
I'm not saying it's. I'm not defending. I'm not defending Dr. Friday by no means for not rebuking
man,
it.
you have to defend it. You have to defend it. You have to defend it.
But we see we have to start.
Why you have to defend it?
Because you can't use an argument.
Iman had a dignify silence.
You can't use an argument on one side to support what you're doing, but when the same thing happens and you want to turn a blind eye to it.
The ULP has always condemned political violence.
Hold on, Max. Did the ULP condemn when the Honorable Carlos James took out his gun and pelt off bullets up in North Leeward?
When the Honorable Carlos James did what?
Took his gun, his firearm, his licensed firearm, and started pelting off shots. Did the party condemn it?
I don't know what this incident you're talking about.
But at this point, these are things of the past. We can't change that, so we gotta come together now and go in the future. We can't. You water don't show. We can't become a party.
Anyway, we got. Unfortunately, buddy, we gotta wrap it up. Because we got courts backstage.
So, Candyman,
Max, say goodbye to Max.
I just want to.
Hold on, Candy. I want Max to say goodbye so that you can get your chance to wrap it up properly.
I go, Candyman. I go message you on Facebook. Me and you go hold a line if you alter your busy schedule so we could just sit down and have.
No, call me, man. Let me give me number. Call me.
All right.
I don't even check my Facebook messages.
Okay then.
I don't even check them.
All right.
But I just wanted to indicate before, because everybody, since the Prime Minister mentioned this thing yesterday about China paying people, everybody asking for names. And this morning I go give all your name. I'm the one. The Chinese pay me. The money going right into my account. Right? They pay me to be on boom every morning. I'm the one. So print the story now. Print it now. I'm the one. And it doesn't go to my account directly. It goes to my company's account. It's wired to my company's account. So you ain't gonna find it in my name. Chevrolet Macmillan. You ain't gonna find it in Chevrolet Macmillan. You gotta look at my company's account.
Your time is up. Thank you very much and please.
All right, thanks.
Thank you very much and please.
Bonjour.
What below your nose?
I special one and two for you.
What below your nose? I'm out. Alright, we got coach backstage. Let's bring them forward. You could stay right there, Max. Bring forward coach for me, please. Bring forward coach. Good morning, coach. Good morning. Where they? Let's see which of my angels, which of my Charlie's angels, the big angels, gonna come on. Nams, where they? I'm seeing the backstage. But they saying they didn't connect. Shady, what's going on here? All right, we're standing by to have coach join us for 15 minutes or less, as they normally do. In the meantime, that was an interesting segment we had there with Max and his four friend. I don't even know which one. We got quotes coming up, and also after that we've got the Pink Panther. And Pink Panther, everybody causing Pink Panther on the live this morning. Lord of mercy. I know his mouth ain't a lock. Standing by for quotes. No, can't be the phone call. We're not. Okay, well, they can't. Coach, you sell computer. You have a computer? They run out a computer? Alright. What's her name? Let's call them. She look in a good mood this morning, and I love Shady. Tell her call then quickly. Huh? She's coming on the live? Okay, cool. Let's see here. We're standing by for quotes after quotes. We get straight back in the action. Max is in studio with us this morning. He's staying right up until 10 o'clock this morning. Right after that, we've got the Pink Panther will be joining us after quotes this morning. And we will have the conversation continuing all morning long right here on Boom. One rule, no MC. No MC this morning. No MC. Oh, no MC. No MC. And for those who are asking for Pastor Dr. Richards, he did indicate that he will not be available this week because it's quite a busy week for him this week. All right. Oh, my darling. Oh, look at you. Oh, look at my baby.
Good morning, baby.
Oh, look at you. Look at you. Good morning to you. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
You miss me? Just say it and done. Just say it and done. Bring her back. Bring her back. Bring her back. Bring her back front stage. Bring her back front stage. Bring her back. Just say it and done.
No, don't bring me back.
Yeah. Just say it and done. There we go. You miss me?
Yes.
No, she said.
Yes.
Say it loud. Yes to what?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yes. Yes, Bing. I miss you.
Yes, Bing. I miss everybody. I miss everybody at Boom. Especially Shady. Hi, Shady Money. Hi, Shady.
Come on, darling. You wearing a
Bing, don't carry no feelings.
If I just carry feelings again.
Bing, don't carry any feelings. Don't carry any feelings now.
A whole truckload of feelings I have here right now. And Max too. So you better say good
Don't
morning
do
to
that.
Max. If you know Max, you better tell Max morning.
Good morning, Mr. Walker.
Good morning. Who she from? Oh, before you can see her right there. You can see her right there. You can see her right there. Right there. Just there. You in a nice fancy shades there, honey. Where you got that?
Shaky me and see nothing.
Where you got that?
Haircut optical.
Oh, there. Tell me about that. What you always come with something exciting. So let's see what exciting news you have for us this morning.
Okay, first, let me just say good morning to everybody that's listening to Boom, whether you're listening online or via the radio. Good morning, and we're coming to you from Coast Optical in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Now, at Courts, we have our promotion for April currently running. That would have started in the beginning of April, and it will end on April 24th. Now, our campaign is dubbed Glam. The campaign is designed to help customers elevate their eyewear game. Now, with Glam, you would get, once you shop at Courts, you get for lens and frame, you get 30% off your purchase. And if you're shopping cash and you're spending over $999, you get 15% off your purchase. Remember that you can shop on credit as well and pay nothing down for 30 days. Flexible payment plan is available for all of our customers, and remember, offers cannot be combined. So if you're shopping on another promotion, which we do have, you cannot combine this promotion with it. So our Glam promotion is currently running. We have a lot of new frames. We just got a new frame shipment of filler frames and sunglasses. Summer is fast approaching. So therefore, you can go ahead and start making that purchase to get your eyes protected from the sunlight, because we know what summer is like here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Right? Added to that, tomorrow, we know that this is the Easter weekend coming up, fast approaching. Tomorrow, for customers that are shopping, paying a bill, filling their prescription, getting their eyes tested, you will be given sample size of our hot cross buns here at Coates Optical branch in Kingston. So come on in, don't let that miss you. Yes, you're going to get a sample size. Yes, we do have cross buns tomorrow.
Shady, win that. All right, go ahead.
Shady, I'll package something nice for you and put it aside so you can just pass by, because being constantly saying that he's going to pass by me, It's 3 years now, and you haven't come here as yet. So I'm going to make a special package for Shady, because Shady normally come to check on me. Right, Shady?
You see, put them in trouble. Continue. Yes. Go buy Glam. You have to buy Glam.
So we have bold and sophisticated frame for the ladies and for the gents. We have ribbons, we have Carreras, We have perialises, which are discounted, by the way. They have been cut to up to 80% off. The offer still runs. Remember, if you get a frame that is already 80% off, then the 30% discount will not be applied to your account for purchase. We also have our birthday promotion that is currently running. With our birthday promotion, once you would have celebrated a birthday in February or March, or if you're celebrating a birthday in April, we would give you 50% off any frame that you choose. Again, offers cannot be combined. So if you are going to purchase a frame that is already discounted, that 50% will not be added to your purchase. So any frame that is not already discounted is eligible for that 50% off for the birthday promotion. If you're not doing glasses and you want a sunglasses, yes, you get 50% off that sunglasses as well. And might I say that we have some really good looking Ray-Ban sunglasses available in store right now. And I know persons would have been asking for them. So this is your opportunity. Once you're celebrating your birthday in April or would have celebrated your birthday in March, you can come in and get that 50% off your frame, off your sunglasses. And we also have that offer extended to contact lens wearers as well. Once you're celebrating your birthday again and you need a pair of contact lens, you get that 30% off your contact lens just like that, just for celebrating your birthday and being a customer of Coats Optical.
All right. Tell me if I'm like Max and I'm here, I want to get something, but I'm traveling back out. Uh, what system can I set up in place to either pay credits online because people getting money transfer in the wire bank account. So I don't know what system is in what system you always use there.
Yes. So if you have an account with us, you did your glasses, but you're traveling and you want to make your payments online, if you would have done it via credit, we would provide you with your account number and you can log into Coats St. Vincent and the Grenadines online, put in the necessary information, including your account number, your banking your card information, and you just go ahead and make your payment as you would if you're shopping on Amazon or any other online merchant. So it's as easy as that. If you want to transfer the monies to Coats bank account, we will provide you with one of our bank account bank information, and you can go ahead and do the wire. Simple as that. As you would pair a friend, you can add us to a pair for like USVG has pair. You can add that account to your pair portion of your app, and you can just send the money over to us. And you can just put a note because there's an option there. I believe that you can put a note to say this payment is for XYZ. You can go ahead and do that. All you need is your account number and your banking information, and you're good to go.
All right, two final questions. I need to get my eyes checked, and I'm very, very serious. I am finding that I'm having problems. I'm a diabetic, as everybody know. I don't hide my business, and I need to get my eyes checked. Is that something? Is that a service you offer?
Yes, we do check diabetics as well. However, being a diabetic means that you would come test your eyes. Your blood sugar must be at manageable levels, the accepted levels, which is about 4.7. They're about anything under 120 is acceptable. For persons with diabetes, they would know exactly what I mean when I say that. Anything over that, we would refer you for like 2 weeks, and then you come back and check. You need to get the blood sugar under control. You come in, you get your eyes examined, and we do that glasses for you. Glasses takes about 2 to 3 weeks depending on your prescription. If you're single vision and your prescription is very mild, it can be done here within 24 hours. I'm actually sitting in the lab right now, so this is where all the action happens for single vision persons. Um, Once that is completed, we call you, you come in and pick up your glasses. We do your reading test and everything like that to make sure everything is fine. Get your glasses straightened so that you can walk out of here looking very, very expensive, because we know we have trendy frames, we have the expensive ones. You know, there are some persons who just would wear only designers. We have those as well. And then there is me, I would just wear, once it looks good, I'm gonna wear it. I'm not too keen about the designer or anything like that. So you come on, you choose your frame, you get your eyes examined, the doctor prescribe your glasses for you, and we get it started right away once you would have made your payment on your account. Remember, for credit purchases, the same terms and conditions apply as if you were taking a fridge, a stove, or a bed from the code side of the business. So it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. You come on in and have that completed. If you want to make an appointment, you can always come into the store, book that appointment, or you can visit our website at Coates Optical St. Vincent and the Grenadines, or our Facebook and Instagram page at Coates Optical St. Vincent and the Grenadines. There's a link embedded in our bio where you can go ahead and make your appointment. Now, our contact center normally contact persons to have their eyes tested. Once you know that your glasses is ready to change, you accept that call, you book that appointment, you come in and we have your eyes tested for you, from our contact center calling you from St. Lucia. Now, if you want to go ahead and call us, you can do so at 456-1325 extension 2271, 2272, or 2273. One of our ladies will be more than happy to deal with your inquiry, book that appointment for you, whatever questions you may have. If you want to call us on WhatsApp, it is 494-2337, and you can also call us direct call with that number. Our operating hours is just the same as courts. It is Monday to Friday, 8 to 4. On Friday, we open up until 4:30. However, on Saturday, it's 8 until midday, but we do not conduct clinic on a Saturday. That's just for inquiries, bill payments, claim of prescription, etc.
All right, and finally, my love, where can I get to see? And I know I'm guilty of saying I'm going to come and see, and I never get there. But is there any way online that I can go and see your frames and your designs and all of that?
Yes, you can visit our frames that we have. It's normally posted even before it gets in store. So our marketing team would post what frames we have on the way to St. Vincent, so you would know what is in store, what is expected in store, and you can do that on Instagram and Facebook.
And it's the same handles as you gave before.
Yes.
All right. And you're located where again? Physically located where? For those who don't know.
We're located in the Coates building. That's the Coates building that's opposite the administrative building here on Bay Street. We're to the back with the exit leading to Middle Street. You can't miss us.
And if I don't want no man to test my eyes, I don't want no man to close up in my face, do you have a lady there that can do that?
Fortunately for you, our optometrist is a female.
Ah, well, look out for me. I ain't that. Max walked his eyes test too. Max Cassie all of a sudden.
I'm being coming with every eye test.
Okay, well, just remember that you cannot come on a Saturday. It's Monday to Friday, 8 to 4.
Saturday's me Sabbath, me is Jewish.
Okay, got you.
We're in that. Thank you very much, darling. As usual, you gave information, good information, always precise and clear.
Yes.
Thank you very much, and we got a lot from
No
you.
problem.
Yeah. Look
right.
at you. Look at you. You didn't want to come in and see me like this. You wanted to call.
Because I told Nams that I wasn't feeling well, and I don't think that I look proper to be on live. But you see, you pull me out. That's what you always do. I'm not feeling 100%. So you see, I didn't want to come on like that.
200% this morning. Don't worry about how you feel.
Okay, got you.
You look 200%. All right? So
Okay.
who you love?
All right. Then.
You still love Shady more than me?
I'm not answering that question. I am not answering that question on Boom Live. I'm not. But Shady, you and I will talk. Don't let Bing deter you. You know what I'm saying? You and I will speak.
You're going to fall for that trap there. And thank you very much. We're going to catch you another time. Hopefully very soon, next week also. All right?
All right. Yeah. See you soon. Bye-bye.
That was Coates Optical for you this morning. Tell you what, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We come back, and after we come back, it's the Pink Panther time, and we know we're going to have a big showdown. We're going to rock the boat this morning with the Pink Panther, yeah? And the MC in the house this morning. Let's take a quick commercial break and come right back to you right here on OMG in the morning. Let's go, Shady.
Looking for the right pair of frames to make you look glamorous? Come to Quartz Optical. You'll find a wide selection of stylish frames from Prada, Ray-Ban, Armani, Converse, Vogue, plus new arrivals for you to choose from. Get up to 30% off lens and frame.
Mountains, aye, man, woman, jai, brown, Vincy, hands up high, and let me hear you say,
this island is mine.
Jump and say,
112. It's all about you.
Sounds of home are calling you back.
Vincentians abroad, it is yours.
Let's go! Boom 1069, the sound setter of radio.
Young got no one that back calling me splurge. Let me jump right off the curb.
New year, different lane.
We gon' spin and kill everybody. And we're telling now. Bend that over, let that breathe. Shake that.
Boom 1069.
Hands on your knees.
Unleash the sound revolution now on Boom 1069.
You're watching IKTV, channel 112. It's all about you.
For that.
Paddler's Diapers. Paddlers for comfort, care, and cost. Absorbent, long-lasting diapers for babies and adults. I will only give my loved ones the best. Paddlers are available at Lanes and selected distributors. Lanes, the family store for value.
This isn't just a run. With each step begins a new journey. A journey of determination, persistence, and self-discovery. With each step, I embark on a quest to push myself beyond expectations, beyond standards. Each stretch, a reminder of the flexibility of the human spirit. With each step, I am breaking barriers. As I push to the finish, I'm filled with pride. Not just for what I've achieved today, but for the journey that has brought me here. This isn't just a run. It's a testament to the human spirit, and I am here for it. Island Sips, beyond standards, beyond expectations, beyond water.
Have you ever heard about Logs Cash and Carry? Well, let me tell you, Logs Cash and Carry provides retail products at affordable prices, making them competitive with major supermarkets. Logs Cash and Carry also provide wholesale on some products, mainly from Log Enterprises. You can get toiletries, cleaning supplies, shortening, margarine, wholesale drinks, and canned goods at competitive prices. Logs Cash and Carry is located at the top of Fountain Stretch, VG Highway. Our opening hours are Mondays to Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Logs Cash and Carry. We look forward to serving you.
It all started with a penny. For over 85 years, we have invested in our farmers, fishermen, people, and our country. When we were called to serve, we were here. We understand what is valuable to our people and our country. That is why we support all industries, including tourism. We are the bridge towards a brighter future and economic growth. When our people, government, and businesses called upon us, we were here. 85 years later, First National Bank St. Lucia Limited is here for you.
Let's go! Boom 1069, the sound setter of radio.
Young got no one that back calling me splurge. Why me jump right off the curb?
New year, different lane.
We gon' spin and kill everybody. And we're telling all. Bend that over, let that breathe. Shake that.
Boom 1069.
Hands on your knees.
Unleash the sound revolution now on Boom 1069.
You're watching IKTV, channel 112. It's all about you.
The whole of Portmore and the whole of St. James. Remember when we're gone, we live forever. Salt Spring, we not going under. I'll get on you, get your money longer. Ready? Broke pocket now, straight from the narrow now, make no wrong turn. Teddy cheddar, money maker any weather. Perry treasure, dig it up out with the leather. Teddy cheddar, money maker any weather. Perry treasure, dig it up out with the leather. Me fi have a chopper, watch it a propeller. Me house fi have elevator, not a leather. Daddy say son, them a tell we say no better. No dead but I like that, blessing forever. Mummy say sonny, no better with the copper. Me never listen but it never matter. From you is a ghetto, you them a few as a shatter. My badness and my mother prayer make me die. We not going under. I'll get on you, get your money longer. Ready? Broke pocket now, straight from the narrow now, make no wrong turn. Teddy cheddar, money maker any weather. Perry treasure, dig it up with the leather. Teddy cheddar, money maker any weather. Perry treasure.
So let's pretend that you hosting the show. Talk.
We even know if we say. Can't get me tongue this
talk,
morning.
Talk. What's in the show?
Boom FM, the baddest station in the whole world. That's all I could say.
That's all I can say.
Because when me want to say, me can't say. You can't say. They go lock me up. They go lock you up on the radio station. Shut down tomorrow.
You can't say. You talk. Say something. Pretend you're wrong here and I'm wrong there. Go ahead.
Man, when me want to say, the future is in your hand. St. Vincent could be better than where we are now. Other countries with less resources doing better than we. That's what I want to say. St. Kitts have less people doing better than we. Police in St. Kitts making more money than police here. You get people in St. Kitts doing work, paying $1,000 rent, send home money for mommy and still have money put down in a them bank account. If they could do that here, you think they're not go there? Our best resources are our people and most of them gone because of better opportunities. Me not ask her, I tell her you. Public servants wrong, he have to side hustle. Why a policeman have to go sell chicken pan every Friday because what? He ain't getting what he's supposed to get. Meanwhile, we spend $3 billion. Where your money get?
Drive van.
Drive van and do all kind of extra stuff. Teachers, buying thing off a sheen and sell back.
What is, oh, yes, that remind me, and I forgot. Yesterday, a lady in the supermarket, I can call it supermarket, Grape Supermarket in Harrisville, came up to me and said, Mr. Bing, I want some money. I want you to help me raise some money to buy some of the things them off Sheen. And I'm a bit confused.
Sheen is an affordable site to buy clothes.
And I'm like, what? He said, Candyman, stop about Sheen this morning. And I'm like, Sheen?
No, Sheen has some very.
And then I remember he did say something about Sheen.
Yeah, Sheen is a very cheap website that meant to that girls go and buy stuff, and they look good in them. To be honest, you know what I mean? Because instead of spending a $50 for something, you might go and spend $8.
Shady, you the shop there?
Yeah.
Sheen
is a but the fact remains is people who educate in our future. Remember, education is key. Have to go and do something to make ends meet because they're underpaid. Police officers. I mentioned something the other day, a police friend of mine. After she get off work, she have to wait and catch van late at night when van done run. Vagrant coming up to she. Look good on her. She as a police, she's intimidated. Remember, woman get she head mash up. I know them don't know who mash up on her by vagrant on her. I say we supposed to have Sandals that carry home their staff. Sandals have enough integrity to drop the staff home after they work. The people them who secure in St. Vincent, gonna do that for their scrunch, right? I get a policeman a ride down last night. I was going up Villa. I stop and give me never know who you body be me say where again. Because me alone in a vehicle. Me have to, if I rob a man, me rob, me go take you rob. But Vincent and people at the end of the man say, boy, since 6:30, 4:30, he leave and catch van. Bing, it's 8 o'clock. I come up the road, So these minor things that we go all about and beg for ambulance, beg for teacher hook a car, and police don't have proper transportation to go home, babe. Like, what are we doing? We deserve better, and it's not a ULP thing, it's not an NDP thing. We deserve better as a people, because if your house not stink, bing, me can't come there and stink come up. So people have to stink to accept these things. Some of the police station, brother, me watch them, me shame and me now walk there. Some of the schools, me shame and me now walk there. Some of the gutters, me shame and me now walk there. Me not live there. But I know I go by other places. Barbie does not have more than Vinci. Barbie does not have no river and them water make your mouth feel like you drink powder. We have rivers, we have waterfall, we got beaches, black sand beach, brown sand beach, white sand beach, and we still behind them countries. If them countries are the reach St. Kitts, Grenada mash up flat. Remember a couple of years ago, Grenada mash up flat. We still a linga with one with Southern Grenadines. What are we doing?
What are we doing? You want to know what we're doing? Shady, tell them what we're doing. Tell them what we're doing. You ain't supposed to say it, Shady. You ain't supposed to say it anyway. You spoil it.
But these are the things.
We gotta jump into the Panther, to the pink one. Yeah, let's see. Good morning. Caller, you alive?
Shady morning.
Cancel it, going up, boy. Cancel it, going up, boy.
What's up, buddy?
We're cooking today. Me want.
Boy, I kind of thing. But let me say good morning to Sobby.
Oh, you're lucky.
I know. What's up, buddy?
Man, me going to call me when me call when me done here because me want something wherever I cook. Me not eat no pork. Only one kind of pork me I eat. Right,
come on, man.
Max. I tell you about that. You have to watch your mouth, Max.
But you one kind of pork me I eat. How many different pork there are? You got plenty different pork. You have belly pork. You have pork in a tin. You have fresh pork.
Please come in. Please, Pastor. Somebody please call Pastor, please.
You have salted pork.
I hope Pastor come on, man. And dash it on
the speaking of Pastor, God said don't eat pork in the Old Testament. You come and say eat them in the New Testament.
Jesus,
Pastor can't tell me
that is not. Listen to me. Detroit you. Stop. Stop.
Okay, go on, cancel. Go on, cancel.
Louis. Don't make them run up the pressure, man. You know what I mean? Them boys are St. Martins, that's how they speak.
I know how to get my pressure.
He talk. Listen, Listen, I come here to give people a reminder. People need to remember, and I'm going to give 2 reminders for us. 1, the port project. Don't ever forget that the NDP parliamentarians were in parliament and were in full support of the monies that came to build that port project. So when persons, Candyman and others want to come to give the perception that somehow NDP and Dr. Friday Glad so we happening there at the port, wake up. Because you can't, as a matter of fact, Sunday morning, I had a conversation with that coming down on the boat. We sat and had a conversation. And if you follow my page, you'll see for a couple of days I will be putting out some stuff from that conversation. And I'll say this, he said to me, Kenson, how could we ever be glad about the mishaps at the port when we supported getting the monies for the port, even though the CDB said that at the end of the day you could spend 20 million and fix the port of a. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we see a bigger vision, because what the Labour Party is not doing now by helping to create those markets. Look about to come and tell us they sign an MOU with Barbados to send more produce to Barbados. But the old markets that the traffickers using for how long? For 25 years, I want Candyman to come and tell us which new market has been opened for farmers' products and stuff here in St. Vincent, for the organic farmers and the organic fishers here, not for rainforests and the others, but the local man be able to sell the produce and make a money. We keep on hearing, oh, we're going to Romania, we're going this and that to have diplomatic ties. But we're still waiting to hear what is going to be sent from St. Vincent, what is in it for Vincent Center of his scholarship. That's it. If you listen to what was said in Romania, you know what the Romanian said? And I know a lot of people miss this. The Romanian said they are looking forward to be able to send more Romanian products to St. Vincent. That is a market they're looking for. What was said in return for St. Vincent? Yeah? So we have the port there. We're going to still be doing the most importing and not using the port to enrich and export stuff out of St. Vincent. Can the man come and talk about mango? He's trying to denounce weed now. Because now, work in their favor to sway the public. Because the public sit down and seeing the reality of this whole weed something. Yeah, where now only the higher ups benefiting from the weed. I said before, how hard is it? You're talking about legal framework, so you're afraid to sit down with all the lawyers that Labour have in their cabinet, to sit down and try to draft a legal framework and have conversation with countries to say, okay, we're going to be producing these products. We have quote unquote medical marijuana. We're going to be creating some balms. We're going to be creating some pain relieving gels. We're going to put things in place so that you could produce, not just try to sell raw materials. Put things in place so that you could produce. Since 2011, when Candyman come attacking nonsense, since 2011, and I will keep on reminding all the Saboto Caesar, as Minister of Agriculture, stated they are going to build an agro-processing plant because of all the fruits and vegetables that we are here wasting. Saboto was on this very radio station with Jill one morning when I asked him about it. He can't answer till now. Till now he can't answer. And people need to understand an MOU is not an agreement in essence of how you may agree and say, okay, in full, this is a contract. No, an MOU is a sign of good faith to say, okay, possibility exists that we might be able to come to an agreement somewhere later down the road that something could happen. But it's not binding. It's something, oh God, Jesus, it's so easy to find out what these things are. So when they come, oh, the minister signed a MOU. It's so important. No, it's nothing. It's basically like me saying to Bing, here we're on. You see, next week you're going married. I think I might be able to go to Case Bay. It is not set in stone. So Bing not have to hold me to my word. Me not have to speak to my word. Bing wedding could happen and me not go a wedding and me not send nothing. Bing can go and say, well, can be really promise me this and agree to this. You see what I'm saying? And people need to understand this. The other thing, what people need to understand. And I just like when Candyman of them talk because they does help to jog my memory. Now, when it come to the AIA, it's all good. Yes, it was completed under Ralph, but I'm going to tell Ralph's own words. Ralph was one who was in opposition to Sir James Mitchell when Mitchell say we're going to build an international airport. You remember that thing? Say yes.
Yep.
Okay. And you remember that when Ralph afterward, when he came and started talking about the airport and started building it, when the question was asked of him, so how it is that you oppose it then but you're building it now? You know what he said? He said when you're in opposition, you could say, well, like, it's a different thing. When you get in government, we have to do. Yeah? And Ralph own words of them. Ralph was in serious opposition. As a matter of fact, it was at that time when our national debt was at $500 million. Well, in a we reached 500 million yet, but that would have carried up to 550 million if we had decided to build the airport then. Ralph and what he named it? Beach. Ball. He been left to watch the blood run out of Ralph's eye. Oh God, if we only do that, our great grandchildren will have this debt to pay. One single project under Ralph passed the entirety of the national debt, the entire national debt of St. Vincent back then. You hear? You're not hearing no cry now. But I'm going to add it to this. Ralph of them like to go back in time where NDP didn't do. You hear? Forgetting that now the present crop, and people need to remember the present crop of people, of candidates the NDP have now. None of them were in the cabinet back then. But here's something, if Ralph wants us to go down the road, we could go, because I could link Labour Party now to Labour Party back then, under Cato. And Jomo started it this morning, so we got in it. Because under Labour Party was the worst type of slave. It was than if Vincentians were under slavery again. You hear Jomo talk about them not sitting down with unions. What we see now, at least the unions were still able to survive and was strong. Ralph destroyed them now. Ralph's own thesis, I will remind all you, Ralph is who got me involved in all of this, Reading Ralph Gonsalves got me involved in all of this. Ralph has a thesis that he wrote. And it's a thesis about the relationship between trade unionism and politics in St. Vincent. One of the only pieces of literature you will find. A matter of fact, they put it in the archives now. It was in the public library, in the archives now. Because it's one of the only pieces of literature about trade unionism and politics in St. Vincent, where Ralph said trade union and politics go hand in hand, they can't separate. Why do you think he makes sure to destroy the trade union and the grassroots movement? I'm going to tell you something. People forget about Iti Joshua. Iti Joshua, one of our prime ministers, he was also a trade unionist, a trade union leader. Yeah? And people need to remember these things. And Iti Joshua is a prime example of exactly how trade unionism and politics go hand in hand in St. Vincent. And the unions then had a voice and could have swayed what happened in the country. That is why he makes sure to destroy them. So if up to now, you don't ever have the Prime Minister and his cabinet sitting down with the union leaders to do legally what needs to be done every year, where they're supposed to sit down and have a conversation about raise for workers every single year. Because you have to first look at how inflation is, and people are supposed to get a raise of pay to cushion them against inflation in the country. This is law.
Wrap it up now, buddy. Wrap it up.
Yeah, so I'm here to say at the end of the day, with all of these things we're talking here, and let me just make this last point. Can the man talk about the thing just slipped my mind. But anyway, let me just say, all of these things that are going on now, the NDP have a plan to make sure that they are going to be utilizing the port, the airport, and so forth to be the benefit of Vincentians. And you're going to hear me call here, and I will divulge more of what me and Dr. Friday spoke about. These are things he has been talking about, but like people have said them now, hey. So I will put them out there for people to hear on your radio station and on my page. Thanks again, Ben. Have a good morning. Max, you don't know we will catch up.
Yeah, bless you.
Have a good one.
All right, buddy, take care. Cool. Hey, if you're doing something wrong, if you're out there, he's searching, he's looking, he's got his magnifying glass, and he's ready for you. No matter where you are, he's ready, he's searching. Who is he? He's the Pink Panther, and we're ready for him. Travis Harry, our local Pink Panther. It's up no time for you to come up now, buddy. It's no time for you to come searching and looking and finding and telling us what your findings are. Travis 4511069 or 4551069. Let's go. Let's hear it. The Pink Panther is on. Good morning, buddy.
Good morning, Bing.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
I love my brother Kenton, but I want to remind him his name is not on any ballot. And whatever Dr. Friday said to him on a boat, he could come here and say it to the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It's his job to say it. He is the elected opposition leader in this country. He seemed to want everybody else to talk for him. Kenson just hand down an indictment on him there.
But before we go any further, we got MC in the studio with us this morning as well too.
Maswaka.
We're going now, but I want kind of push you. And you know you're going to take you push nice. Dr. Friday have been saying these things.
Where?
Man, nice radio. Hot 97. He man calling out. No, don't get me wrong, they need to do more, but they're doing.
Okay, end your conversation right there, man. End your conversation right there. I love it. Max, let me give you some flowers this morning before we start. Because I don't see a lot of people talking online, right? This is about what? The third time I see you in St. Vincent for the past 6 months. These people you see jumping up online, running them out, they don't come here now. 20-something years, their mother dead, then I come. Their father dead, then I come. The guy who come out for the funeral. Me, you know what they're afraid?
Lord.
All them people they online you see jumping up there. This morning, Max, I deliberately decided, right? I think Joe will pick up on it. Nobody else did, apparently. I decided that I'm going to go into the comment section this morning and exercise my democratic rights to freedom of speech. So I went in the comment section and I just go busy. And then I say, let me sit back and watch. Oh my God. You would swear after reading those that the NDP supporters and the ULP supporters are the exact same people.
Let me interject there. You're absolutely correct, but now not the time for we have to focus with energy. Right now we're supposed to be laser being precise. You know what I'm saying? So and you, Travis, how you have a name? You like just like Max Walker, me and you are equal on the social media. Jeffrey Providence, all we have the St. Vincent.
No. Let me stop you right. Let me stop you right, man. Let me stop you. I stand on my name.
Okay.
You can't put me together with Jeffrey Providence.
Man, yeah.
I know the individual behind the Jeffrey Providence name, and that person is not standing on their name. You can't do that.
But they my name.
No, that is not his name.
Nah, because you can't tell me that. They my name.
Max, that is not his name.
Okay.
I know him very well. It is not his name on his ID card nor his birth paper. Let me deal with accounts who stand on the name on the face, please.
My name is Max Rick Alec Walker, born in Betcherville, St. Vincent and Grenadines.
Good, and my name is Travis Harry, born in Kingston G, all the way from North Leeward up in a hole named Coco. Or Sharps or Galba, whatever you are calling.
But let me say something. I know you're your segment, but I feel like I feel like yeah, we allowing we playing ULP game.
No,
we can't. We have to look. You ever see ULP supporters in a frenzy like we are doing now?
No, Max, you're reading that wrong.
Okay, explain to me.
Here's the difference between ULP and the NDP. If somebody, mind you, I don't support either party, and I've said this time. Hold on, Max. I've said this time and time again. But for some reason, these disgruntled people who are cussing me, somewhere along the line, they happen to associate me with NDP. So now I'm called a double throat, a two-timer, I cut this, I cut that. I don't know since when democratic free speech makes you a cutthroat. I don't know since when. When the NDP posted that billboard, with all the numbers of homicide. Didn't I come out and give them a licking for that?
Me too.
Max, let me ask you a question. You dating a girl, right? And you just meet a new thing and you dating. She asks you your body count. She know you been around the block, you know? She know you ain't no virgin. She asks you your body count. You going to tell she the truth?
I mean, like sometimes.
It's something you just don't do. These tourists know we have some crime here, right? They know for a fact, man. Everywhere has crime. But you don't put your body count out there, publish it. You're stupid. The NDP, I don't know how much times I'm going to say it. The NDP has a PR problem. And they don't want to hear it privately, so they will hear it publicly.
Facts.
Okay, let's go back to business. Since I love you, no? I love you. And you're a real fighter, eh? And I see you want change and you will fight in any way to get it. But I will not lose my democratic right to get it. I have to be responsible in whose hands I put change. Maxoy, the last census has our population decreased by 8,000. I want you to make sense of this for me, right? Last census, our population decreased by 8,000. But our food importation bill went up by $10 million US. Make it make sense for me. You think the NDP touched that yet? Okay. Leave that there. I got a call yesterday, Max, from Vermont. A lady in Vermont. She's 37 years old. She said, Mr. Harry, I've been watching you live about the voters list, this, that. I decided to run some investigation. I've been living up here 9 months now. The government housed me in a property in Vermont here. And now I check the list, my name is not there. I say, you from where? She said, I'm from Union. I say, you call a representative? He said, yes, I call him before I call you. He tell me he would look into it.
I'm seeing Nyla John Prince. She's saying, did anyone see what happened, I think, yesterday?
Hold on.
With the Southern Grenadines? Oh, you probably know about it. Okay, so go ahead.
Then if I know about it, I ain't seeing Naila comment. But Naila is somebody who pays attention. So I'm assuming that she's talking about the Romanians because I'm on the phone talking to you, so I'm not seeing the comments on Boom right now. But I'm assuming she's talking about the Romanians. But we're going to get there. Hey, I'm about to exercise my democratic free speech. Feel free to cut this phone at any time. Huh? If I was the leader of the NDP, I would never, ever make somebody the caliber and learned level of Louise Mitchell to fight for any seat in any constituency. You know what I would have done there? I would have told Terence Oliver, thank you so much for the 6 wins you brought us in the Southern Grenadines. Don't forget, Beryl was July last year. We are almost to July again, so you had time to assess this. I saw it 3 days after Beryl. I'm not learned like you. Do you think that answer this question for me, Max Walker? And don't be biased because you're the MP studio.
No, you're crazy. You're not biased.
Knowing the quality and caliber of woman Louise Mitchell is, and do you think that anybody would be playing with the voters listening to Southern Grenadines right now and she remains silent? Do you think the supervisor of elections, Dora James, could have done anything in the Southern Grenadines, whether to register or not to register new voters down there? Do you think they could have had an easy road like that?
No,
with Louise Mitchell down in there?
I don't think so.
You thinking still? Well, let me tell you, hell to the no, they would not. She would have been fighting them tooth and nail. She would have had her fingers on the dial. She would have known everybody by name, by post, their phone number, who lives in Simvinsu, where they live. My brother, people don't like you to call out laziness here, but I won't stop because I ain't pledged no allegiance to one damn soul, yeah? Sandy man, find you showing NDP a lot of bones these days, you know. You sure you ain't planning to switch? Again this morning, Candyman giving the man them advice, you know. Again. Candyman, I respect your defense this morning of the marijuana farmers situation. But farming and pharmaceutical is two different things. You could put your high tax on the lab because that's where it seemed your discussion was going. You could put high tax on the lab. Kelly Glass have a lab out there. The guys who are actually extracting the oil from the weed, the guys who are doing all the medicinal crap, levy your high tax. But the farmers who are delivering the raw product to these labs should be the traditional farmers. They should not be facing none of these high tariffs and tax and license fees. Nothing. They should not be. They are the ones who suffer for years for this. And any laws you're going to implement and any rules you're going to bring to the forefront that governs the medical cannabis environment, you have to look out first for these traditional farmers. Case in point, they need to have title deed for at least 1 to 1.5 acre of land before they could even apply for this license to grow marijuana. That put most of them outside the range. Let's be real, man. Let's be real. And that's the most I would say to that. Bing! Do you think the NDP know how many Romanians working in the Southern Grenadines and how long they've been there?
First time
Do you think they have their finger on the dial?
First time I hear about Romanians on Grenadines.
Mac?
They've been there. Why?
Enough of them live down there, Mac.
Yeah.
Wow.
And enough of them been down there enough that they could get an ID card. It's at least 7 to 8 months. You think the NDP had a finger on that? You think they know?
And what about those people who are from Union Island who are up here now?
I've mentioned that in the past. I say careful who they bringing in to fix up these islands. If they come from Commonwealth countries, like that,
they could register, right?
They could register to vote and they could swing the vote and change our reality and go back to where they come from.
Oh yeah, there was a massive function for them last night at the Prime Minister's residence.
Max being tired hear this, so I'm going to tell you. Here's the NDP answer when you tell them anything about Southern Grenadines. Here is the answer. Most of the seats on the mainland is marginalized. The ULP don't have much places they could take people from to send them there. I never hear more. We were being tell Conrad and Carl and the other day, well, I use back the same phrase. I never hear more dotishness in my entire life since I born. Max, if I'm bringing NDP people to the mainland and I'm putting them in the 3 Kingston seat and in Vermont, which is nature seat, Daniel Cummings won by 700 and something votes, and I come into Hammond. Nature won by 800 and something votes. Major. And then Nature, who is Nigel Stevens, who won by 500 and something votes. If I dump your NDP people from Southern Grenadines into those seats, I affect anything?
No.
I just increase your margins.
And that changes nothing in the grand scheme of things.
Hey, yeah, who was doing all the work on my road? Just give me a name. Thing? Max might know. Look. Who owns most of the lands on my road? Great Eustace. Who is the executor of Grace Eustace Estate?
I don't know that. I can't say about that.
Okay, so let me ask you another question, Bing. Where would I take my Labour Party supporters from to carry down there? If I dump the NDP supporters in the 3 Kingston seats to live that I brought up from Union, where would I take my Labour supporters from it to carry down the to work?
Some like they get them from Romania. so them now moving up the family. So NDP, Labour people still strong part and they just bring in the Romanian people who mash up Southern Grenadines and they just
and you take 100 Labour people from West Kingston, you take 100 Labour people from Leacock, from Cummins, and you send them down there.
That's true.
And these people know their people. And don't forget, the Prime Minister won his seat by almost 2,000 votes. So if you take a 300 and send them down there, mind you, I have shown you the other day already, where Terence only got 1151 and the Labour Party snag got 564. The difference was 587. You need to flip half of that. 293, 294, 295 to be safe, you win the seat. It's not a rock of Gibraltar. It requires hard work. I was watching a program yesterday in Jamaica called Street Vibe. And the host was talking to Usain Bolt high school trainer. And he said something that hit me and wake me up. He said, I watched this young man train for 12 and a half years to run a 10-second race in the Olympics. Winning is hard work. And when you tell this to the NDP, you know what they tell you? Well, if Vincent Shans wants to sit down there and put McGrath for another 6 terms, it's them. You know what that tell me? That tell me that these candidates are very comfortable. The NDP is very comfortable, very wealthy, and they don't give a two hoots about us. They don't think they need to work for this. So why should I put you there then?
Max look like he's stunned.
I mean, I know what's going on, and I've seen
Max,
what's
if you
going on.
don't believe me, Max, I ain't seeing the comments, but if you don't believe me, go in the comments right now. You will see people saying that.
No, I've had that conversation with people before. For example, my Facebook page just does more than MDP. In some instances, every issue I lash in, people say, Max, I know this, Max, I know that. If you didn't post this, you impose. Me not have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Certain things I talk about, I don't call names, but I post it in such a way that they know what I'm talking about because me have no money for them to me. But at the end of the day, like you said, the race is on a race day. You gotta do what you gotta do. Really, from the time last election finish, NDP should have been on the ground, in the nooks and crannies, on social media, calling every day. NDP should have about 15 hammer, calling in every morning. Don't have to be the parliamentarian. And I get what you're saying, but it's I don't know, boy. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. To be honest, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Max, but you got to do. I tell the story I just tell you about the Usain Bolt for NDP posted this morning, right? You know what they tell me? Winning a race has also an element of luck.
We can't chance it, brother. Luck?
Hold on. So I asked the person, I say, so hard work still part of it, right? Luck might be an element, but hard work is still part. You still have to work hard too, right? He say, yeah. I say, okay then. Yeah. So you telling me that did not negate the fact that hard work is still part of it? And this is time and time again, this is all you get in. These people don't want to work. The NDP party is lazy as hell. And I tell them on the radio when I come the other day that I stopped doing this and he don't believe me, still calling Pink Panther. I stopped. I will not do it anymore.
Chavez, I went to Petersville Primary School and when you just said it just make me remember Petersville matter because Miss Peters up there. Only hard work lead to success. That's how I live my life. And whoever listening, NDP, whoever, only hard work lead to success. Me not have to depend on media every day. Me not for calling radio every day. Before me, we find out the WhatsApp page, you know, my phone bill used to be for call down here every day. $5 a minute me used to call, the amount of money me spend, but it is what it is because I have a business account to write it off. That's besides the point. Me not have to do this, me live great.
Max, if you know how I enjoy the rapport between you and Candyman this morning, knowing the way you just treat LP and ULP and the media. Look how you and Candyman converse this morning and talk to each other. Candyman say, get me phone number from Bing. Give Bing permission to give you the phone number. People, hold on. People need to understand that freedom of speech is the heart of democracy. Okay. And when you watch how the NDP people come after me, I swear to you, Max, you know what Labour people call me in the street when they see me? You know what they said to me, Max? From the highest level, down. Mr. Harry, boy, you troublesome, you know, easy troublesome, make you just go out so. And them a laugh. Max, that's how Labour people just talk to me in the street. Okay. From Stubble to down, from Camel down, you name them. Whenever they see me, is a big smile on the face. And the way they would tease or throw things at me, is just like how I say it to you this. Mr. Harry boy, you know easy, you know, man. You must get a break, you know, man. Make it a cheat out, so. And the man, them a laugh. NDP people, NDP people, boy, they bitter like gall. It's only left for the kill you. I don't understand.
When I tell Bing this morning, Jesus come save I from myself and I still kill Jesus. Who is Travis Harry? Who is Travis Harry? But let me put things into context for people. Louis Straker, the ex-deputy prime minister, is my cousin on my mother's side. Brewster, the current representative for Central Leeward, is my cousin on my father's side. Tell me, Eric McDowell, big Labour man in Layu, who was former Justice of Peace, is my uncle, my father, brother. When Eric basically grew me up because my father was in America when I was growing up. Eric basically is my father. Eric is a man who tell me, boy, don't do that and teach me about manhood. So it's not a hatred thing, and people say I hate Labour. Guess what? If I didn't embrace Labour, I could have had the most rental car, yeah. Concession free. I could have had the most thing in my anti-bar selling off a same sheen, concession free, because I want to bring many people name and had up there sell if me, you know what I mean, do certain things. But guess what? I am not doing this for me. I'm doing this for the children I see walk to school every morning. Cute, innocent. I want a better life for them. That's what I'm doing it for. Regardless, if my mother was a ULP candidate, I would say, mommy, right woman, wrong party, mommy, getting some work too, but she don't go get MC. Straight up and down.
Max, we have a responsibility. Okay? The situation we are in right now is not good. So ULP, in my opinion, have stopped working for the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I think they got complacent. I think they relaxed a lot. Some of them probably even went to bed. And we need change in this country.
Absolute change. But we need a mental shift. We also need a political shift and we need a paradigm shift. The people mentality has to change.
The NDP way of approaching this is that you should just throw it at them because they are the second dominant party. It should just come to them automatically. They should not work for it. It's like you're supposed to. It's like when everybody telling Fireman and Skinny Fabulous to stop going for Soca Monarch. So you asking a man to take off his crown, put it down on the ground, so you could go and pick it up. You don't want to work for it.
Okay.
I wish Fireman could sing from now until he dead and Skinny and partake in Soca Monarch and take with the damn little car and the money from them every day. Because you're teaching the youth not to work for nothing, that it should come easy.
And with that, the quality of the product actually drops, you know.
Carnival dying. And they're blaming government for carnival dying. They're blaming CDC for carnival dying. When we are the ones out here calling and these people must stop compete. You ever hear us?
Good point. But I hope we were saying that I hope Skinny Fabulous come and open carnival for you, know, because I hope you don't. Matter of fact, Skinny Fabulous, I'm taking over piece of your segment, Travis, so don't knock me down when you see me walking roadside. Skinny Fabulous, this is a Vincent and reaching out to you. I hope you could donate one night of your busy schedule to open up for St. Vincent Carnival because you are the best soca artist in the world right now.
Alright,
nobody else should open up for CDC. And if your prices are 50 grand, charge Vin Kaya your start. I tell you work for free, but donate it. Oh God. We need a strength. And I begging you on behalf of CDC, give you a strength because CDC ain't have no big set of money for your budget. If you give you a strength, it ain't good thing because when anybody who loves soca see Skinny Fab. My wife is a Trinidad, and when she see Skinny Fab, she has stop cook on her. Skinny Fab does cast my pillow for banana. She has stop cook.
Gentlemen, we got Dr. Richards to come right now.
Travis, we go link up. Mm-hmm.
Max, before I go, I want to say to the Vincent public, we must not give away any aspect of democracy to anybody who think they deserve it. We should always remain democratic. And any element of that you give away, you lose the whole thing. You hear me? And don't put no crown on no ground for nobody pick up freely. Let them walk for it. And with that, I'm out.
Until tomorrow, my brother. Got you.
No, we're not done. We're not done.
Too much body blows?
I'm telling you, done, and you still can't.
Too much body blows?
I will come back the day after election. That's when you will hear from me again.
You can't do that, buddy. You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You can't do that. For
and I will
country.
be the first one on your station.
For country, my brother. For country. For country.
Boom, what is the use? Keisha Shallow works so hard to win, and Chevron works so hard to win to put you at 8. And you sit on your lazy backside and give it Southern Grenadines and end up back at 7 and end up back in opposition. What's the use?
Don't answer that. Just go home and think about it. I don't answer. Look in the mirror and ask yourself that St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Drop mic moment. It's now time for Dr. Richards. Shady, bring him in, please. Yeah, well, when you hear it, you come backstage. When you hear it, let's go. He did message me and say that he will be available 10 minutes to go.
Let's check in with the doc and look at things with a wider lens. Pastor Richards on OMG.
Dr. Richards, it's now time for you to come. It's now time for you to come. We only got 10 more minutes to go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get him in. Dr. Richards. Have you seen?
I follow his church some mornings. I follow his church. One of my friends is a member of his church and I just follow his church sometimes.
Okay.
Me no Christian.
I know you know.
I'm spiritual. Me not like your Cuban cutlass. I do believe in a God.
You believe in a higher being.
But I don't believe in the colonizers God at the force span. But that's another topic for now.
Yeah, you mean the color? And
the color, the whole way the Bible has been rewritten to put us meek shall inherit the earth. Meanwhile, them they get them heaven now. This is doctor thing. I will come back another time. We will have a conversation about it.
Okay, well, it seems like I don't know what's going on. He did message me. He said that he would be available to come in this morning. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, let's he's on the line. Good morning. Colin, is this Dr. Richards?
No, it is not.
Okay. Who's this? Go ahead, please.
This is Contumelius.
Contumelius.
Max!
He can't feedback like Campari. Ready?
Campari, Max.
Ready? We got Dr. Richards backstage. So make it quick.
Oh, okay.
Backstage.
Yeah. Okay, well, let me get Dawkins' time. Max, good link, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Good morning to you, Dr. Richards. Good morning to you.
Can you hear me?
We and in suit and all. We can hear you in your suit and all.
Morning, Doc.
At all.
Good morning.
Morning.
I listened earlier, then I had a function downstairs. Right. The good thing is that it's right here at the church, so I could I did my best to try to run it. Being if you and good morning everyone. Good morning. Oh golly, I miss being on radio this particular week, which is to me like the number one week for me to be on radio. I wanted so badly to be on radio, and just sometimes my schedule gets packed. Forgive me. And I will be short this morning because I'm I'm kind of like decompressing from what I just jumped out of. By the way, yeah, I have bald head, but I didn't shave it, Candyman, to look young. I don't understand it.
I just you then. I just you then.
Yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy there. All them Max and all. Max, I'm trying to remember if I taught you Max.
I went St. Martin's. I left up St. Vincent in 1996. So I was in Farm 3 Set 2 when I left. So you possibly taught me. You might have been just after. Matter of fact, I saw a broker last night.
Okay. Yeah, a whole heap of St. Martin's man on this radio station, being on Candyman, and a whole heap of St. Martin's man for whatever reason. But let me tell you something I heard this morning. When I say cut me, I try not to get too aggravated at things. So I am not going to. My intention here is not to throw Candyman under the bus. My intention is not to excoriate him as he does his job. A lot of people acclaim him and credit him with doing a fantastic job given his job description. So my intention is not really to villainize him and make him look like a mean person. But given the circumstances and the time of the year that we are in, and by the way, this is a biased commentary, okay? Please know this is a biased commentary. There are some of you who would obviously not be on my viewpoint here. But I think the biggest thing for me this week is the theme of forgiveness. It's just, to me, there's it's a theme of forgiveness. It is what my Savior and my Lord, and I confess Jesus Christ unashamedly, this is what my Savior and Lord died for. I mean, he died to usher in an era of forgiveness. He thought about it before he died. He thought about it so much, and he exemplified it so much. And even in the Our Father's prayer, it says, forgive us as we forgive those who trespass against us. He said, if any man is not willing to forgive, he cannot be my disciple. Cannot. That's one of the absolute statements that he makes. You just can't. You can't claim you know me and you're one of mine if you are not forgiven. And what I think I heard this morning, and I could be wrong, but what I think I heard is a justification for unforgiveness. And it cut me to the core. I'd rather hear an explanation as to how hard forgiveness can be. Because even when Jesus was speaking to his disciples and he gave the standard of forgiveness, Peter was really dumbfounded. He basically tantamount to, you got to be kidding me. How often do you expect me to forgive? What's that? Jesus said, well, 70 times 7, and Peter said, that's hard. I'd rather hear from apologists and others, I'd rather hear how hard forgiveness is, because I know forgiveness is hard. There are some things that will be done to you. It's going to be really, really hard. Some things that you like, how can I forgive that? How can I forgive such abuses? How can I forgive such neglect? How could I forgive such wanton cruelty? And I wish Christ had given a little proviso, a little bit of an exemption clause. I wish he had said there are certain categories of things, no forgiveness available for that. But he does not. He makes the statement unqualified. Forgiveness is an unqualified absolute. I wish that people could understand this. Forgiveness is an unqualified absolute. So there's no out there. Well, if he does this or this or this, I could forgive. But if he goes past this, there's no how I could forgive that. And what I hear from people from time to time, Max and others, what I hear, not from you, Max, but I hear from people, I'm like, you hear an apology. When I say an apology, an explanation. You hear an explanation for or a justification perhaps, or a rationale for unforgiveness, and it sounds good. A rationale or a justification for unforgiveness. I'm not saying this to smear anyone, so let me classify that. But a rationale for unforgiveness, no matter how it is made, it is a highly ungodly thing. I want to say that again. Anytime you try to justify unforgiveness, anyhow you try to give an explanation as to why forgiveness can't happen, you are engaging in something that is, when I say ungodly, counter to what God says. So from that perspective, ungodly. Gosh, I have to qualify everything I say on radio. It is ungodly. It's
Pastor,
better that.
I want to engage you real quick, and that's I agree exactly with what you just said, because I think a lot of us is incapable of forgiving. We only say we forgive for the optics of forgiving. Forgiving has to come from within. You have to forgive somebody without even telling them you forgive them, without even showing them that you forgive them. So I think, and I hope people listening you to understand exactly what you're saying, because we don't say we forgive, but when you're going by yourself, and I tell people, my colleagues at work, don't talk to me, talk to yourself in the mirror, because you can't lie to yourself. Then come back and talk to me.
I have little time, but the thing is big, because, and I'm going to have to close here. But the reason why I decided to pick up, any other week I might have let it slip. But because we are rising to this apex, to this pinnacle of this Passion Week, where the whole thing is about forgiveness. What's done to us pales in comparison to what is done to Christ. And I'm not just talking about the incident that Candyman spoke about, because if, like what Max said, if you just look at that, then you're not looking at yourself. There are a lot of people, this message is for you, not for Candyman. This message is for you. What was done to you? What was done to you that you can't forgive? Yes, it hurt you. Yes, it was wrong. Yes, it is painful. Yes, it is callous. I get all of that. I bet you that it is hard to forgive. And I think that's what Candyman could have said. Rather than give a justification as to why it can't happen, I think he should have better said, this thing, it going to be hard. It would have gone on better with me. That in this week, where we have the prime example of how we are to forgive, that you don't come in this week and say, now we have a justification that we can't do it. Let me tell you what was done to Christ. And well, the Bible says he came unto his own, and his own received him not. And historically, it is true, because Josephus, which is you guys out there, he is a secular historian of the day. He records what was done to Jesus. It is real. It is not made up. It is not a myth. It is not folklore. It is real what was done to Jesus. The Jews delivered him unto the Romans. The Romans crucified him. Fact. Historical fact. They ripped his back out. They put a crown of thorns on his head. And all his people were egging him on. The very people he came to die for. Man, they spat on him, and they cheered him onto the cross. In fact, just before that, I tell you something. I mean, the hypocrisy of the people. The Sunday, which we call Palm Sunday, when he came into Jerusalem. Yeah, you the best thing still since sliced bread. Yeah, Hosanna. Is he who comes in the name of the Lord. You are our king. 5 days later, the cutthroats. 5 days later, they're like, away with him. We don't want him. Away with him. Crucify him. We rather have Barabbas, the insurrectionist who was in prison. I mean, I'd rather have a prisoner over Jesus. And they're there, and they're doing nothing, to the theme of you sit by and you do nothing. And you don't rebuke, and you don't condemn, and you don't disavow. So they sit by there, they stand by there, and they watch Jesus being crucified to the cross. They don't disavow, they don't condemn, they don't rebuke. They just sit by there and do nothing. And you know what? Despite all that was done to Jesus, Max, he hangs on the cross and hear these words. Father, they didn't even ask for forgiveness. They didn't apologize. They didn't say, boy, we are complicit in this thing. We killing him too. Even if we just standing here, we are not rebuking, we are not disavowing, we are not condemning. So we basically killing him too. And he looks upon them and he says, Father, forgive them. They don't even know what they're doing. That was hard. And I don't know what can ever be done to me by anyone. People cuss me out, people drag my name, people do all kind of things. Wickedness. Listen, I don't care what's being done to me. It cannot compare to what is being done to Jesus. And if he could forgive people hanging on the cross, trust me, Max, it didn't matter what you do to me. I gonna forgive you. Anybody. If you mess with my daughter, it gonna be hard. Or my wife, it gonna be hard. But you know, Bing, you know what I'm talking about, right? It gonna be hard. But I have to. I am constrained. I can't preach a message of justification of unforgiveness. Well, you do this to my daughter, or you do this to my wife, or you do this to my family, or whatever. So, nah, boy, you off the charts. I can't forgive. You can't do that. Not in Holy Week. You cannot bring a doctrine of justification of unforgiveness. You cannot bring a rationale for the justification of unforgiveness in Holy Week, or any other week, but especially in Holy Week. Not after the example Jesus Christ set on the cross. And I hope that people in all facets of society, because I know how we like to apply this to one person and not to others, I hope that people in all facets of society would learn that even when forgiveness is hard, model it. Stop criticizing people for their unforgiveness. Stop looking at others who ain't forgiven. Stop highlighting others who have not forgiven. You learn to forgive, and you set the example of forgiveness, and maybe it will catch on. Y'all, I'll try my best to be on tomorrow so I could wrap up my Holy Week presentations. And again, my apologies for missing Monday and Tuesday. You all have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Doc. You have a great day today, Doc. Thank you. Thank you very
Thanks. All right, take care,
bye. It's been an interesting morning. I'll give you your opportunity to wrap it up. I certainly did appreciate you spending the morning.
It was spontaneous. I mean, I was
from you. It wasn't planned.
I mean, but it is what it is. St. Vincent was a plan. Volcano up and now we come here. So it is what it is. Sometimes the best things in life are spontaneous. So I mean, I was trying to say thanks for having me here. St. Vincent is mine. Nobody can take that away from me. So it is what it is. When anything that I see going better St. Vincent, me have to fight for that. Anything I see going stifle St. Vincent, me have to fight for that. So it's not about ULP, it's not about NDP, it's not about Green Party. It's about St. Vincent, uplifting St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I'm well traveled. I've been to almost all the Caribbean islands, not bragging to say whatever the case may be. I've been to other places where I've been to Guatemala, I've been to Senegal. That's the best place I've been other than St. Vincent. Senegal, West Africa, they speak French, a colonializer language, but they also speak Nangadef. I think I might be wrong. Council or somebody else might be able to correct me on that. That's the best place I've been other than St. Vincent, because that's where I came from. And to see how far slavery had put us back, and we are slaves today. They replace slavery with capitalism, where the rich people is controlling the minds of the poor people. Hence why me fighting Travis fighting Jeffrey. Meanwhile, the colonizers up there laughing. And we have to dig deep and understand what's really going on. We're being programmed. That's why it's called a television program. We're being programmed as we speak. They sabotage everything we had. They took away our spirituality and give us religion. They took away our conscious reggae and give us dancehall. They took away our education programs and give us some Teletubby with some rainbow thing on the TV. So we are being attacked here, there, and everywhere, not just St. Vincent, but St. Vincent is home. So we want to uplift people, and I work for the government of the United States. I'm in the belly of the beast. So I know I'm privy to certain things that people don't even know exist, and I can't speak about them, whatever the case may be. But it's right there in plain sight for us to really wake up and see what's going on. We live where people want to come vacation. How come we not tell them white people they need a $10 visa for come here? If every boatload come there, have to pay $10 visa for come and experience crystal clear water, them go gladly pay it. And then take the money and put it somewhere else. This year, we go fix up Bishop College, make sure roof not blow off again. Next year, we fix up St. Martin's. Then we go to medical, recreational marijuana. Then white people, they love weed more than we love weed. Then go pay $20 US for a $2 spliff. You come off and give them some sunset rum with a St. Vincent spliff. And This week, Shady, you get a stallion. Next week, Bing, you get a stallion. In next week, Max, you get a stallion. So every month, somebody rotate. And Bing one can eat all the food. We could link up with the Cuban doctors and the St. Vincent marijuana to come up with our own strain of medical marijuana. The best doctors in the world are Cubans. Trump wants to stop them from coming here. Why we can't collaborate and do something to do Cuban doctors with Vincent and marijuana and mash up the whole world, because nothing better than a strain hunters came here some years ago from Amsterdam. If I know who strain hunters be, King of Pat and say our Vinci weed was up there years ago, and we not capitalize on that. Pirates of the Caribbean have something down there. We not capitalizing on that. Maybe Disney put a marketing block that we can't advertise Pirates of the Caribbean because that's Disney's idea. Why we can't say Pirates of St. Vincent and say this is where the movie was filmed? Maybe we can't market it because Disney go sue you. You can't use your name. We don't want to use your name. When Johnny Depp, I said this when the girl was on here, Daniel. When Johnny Depp was going through his divorce, why in the Minister of Tourism don't reach out to say and say, Johnny Depp, I know you're going through a divorce. You already know how beautiful St. Vincent is. We're going to pay you to come to St. Vincent. We're going to pay your trip to come to St. Vincent just to detox from that worst episode in your life that the whole world watch. And only thing we want you to do is go on your social media page and say, this is where I came to rejuvenate my brain cell after this long, hard fought court battle in St. Vincent. How much of Danny Depp fans you think go follow suit? Follow Fashion Monkey. Go come. In another hard thing, that's free. The money we spend on the stupid bus, smart bus stupidness, and then we could have paid that and bring Johnny Depp. You take some of my $3 million hooking the girl money and put Johnny Depp first class on one of them plane there, or one of the white plane that go Canada when I reach Nigeria. Enhance our thing. You know how much people will come? So we got a lot of things, so that it's not just government, and it's just we as a people have to have a paradigm shift to know. And if bring do them, bring Johnny Depp, what about they being really better than people and being eating all the food, and they want to come in mingle up now with Johnny Depp with your dirty skin in a bed since last week, and they give man ring one on hand. Like, come on. We got a lot of work to do, Bing. We have a lot of work to do. Besides politics, St. Vincent have the potential to be the best place on earth. St. Vincent have the potential to be the best economy on earth based off our resources. We have everything, Anna. Water, beach, fruits, volcanic soil, snorkeling, scuba diving, organic food and vegetables. People who have cancer, me get cancer and they say me travel a little home, me come go eat some sabasap bush, moringa. Fresh fish that have omega fish oil, but we don't give rainforest also, so we go cancel that one day. But yeah, but thanks for bringing me here, Bing. And I mean, I'm always for St. Vincent. If St. Vincent go down, I go down with them. I'm comfortable where I'm at, but me can't sleep at night in my comfort knowing that people could be better off and do say nothing. That's just not with me. My grandmother, Rosetta McDowell, bring me up and say, you do good meet you. Leonard McDowell, say you do good meet you. My father, Randolph McDowell, play for Asterix. That's my father. Used to play in an Asterix band. Sandra Walker, my mother. Beckett Cyrus, are my cousin. McDowell, me come from a lady. So me come from a good string of DNA. And me can't just lower the food dead out and don't say nothing. So when me dead, when me tell her, you know, when me dead, I will hear me voice in your head. The boy, the Max here, shut up. When me dead, I go hear me. It is what it is. It's bigger than me. But Bing, I appreciate you for having me here. Shady, big up yourself. You don't know how we go. And I'm here.
Max, it was certainly our pleasure having you in studio this morning. And anytime you want to, just feel free to just hit us up.
When me feel like me might quit my government work and come home. You know what I mean? But we have to set up certain things that can pressure. We go put something out in the ocean. I'll go on the internet or do bury something and the sea and bring on from Barbados.
I think somebody might, somebody was probably trying to reach you. Okay. But it's okay. All right. Next time, maybe next time.
Next time.
Thank you very much, Matt. I want to say, as we close as well, too, it's sad that Travis feels the way he feels, you know, and it happens. It's not the first time that it's happened. Travis is not the first person.
It happened to me before, Bing. One time I said NDP was lazy and they need to strain the strategy. And people come on my page and say, me only have strength for NDP, me don't give label X. People, one of my number one commenters. So, I understand where he coming from, but Chavez also have to understand the culture of the people. We are tribalized. We are ungovernable. Have affected both sides of the spectrum. And being prior to 2001, we could have criticized each other, but then social media also gave us a false sense of security.
Yeah, but you should be able, as a Vincentian.
Should, but we not. Should, but we not. Being should, but we not.
And I said it yesterday that we've gone through many commentators here in Boom, right? And after a while, some of them would say, Bing, I can't deal with it. And I had to tell each of them every time, don't worry, just stick in. Dig in, hang on.
No.
Because it seems as though that there are certain subsectors of people that whenever you say something, they come at you personally.
But that's part of the territory, Bing.
And they come really hard at you.
It is what it is.
And not just you, they come at your family. They come really hard.
Yeah.
Right. And not everybody can stick up to that.
But
not everybody can be a Bing Joseph because I say my mic is my weapon. Right. Not everybody can do that. Right. So there's not everyone who can withstand the body blows that Travis would have received over the last week or so, right? And I've had many people, even Dr. Richards, pastor, when he started, he gave up many times. Many times he said, Bing, I can't, this is not. And I had to tell him, Doc, it's okay. Don't worry. That's how they are. They will love you today and they'll hate you tomorrow.
It's people.
Right?
People.
And
it's not as Vincent.
I had to continue telling him and all the commentators. The only one who I've never had to tell that to was Jomo.
Well, Jomo is like me. He's not a religious man, so he understand, and he have to be spiritually grounded. And a lot of people don't understand that, right? Religion make us emotional. Bing, among Talix, people don't want to find out for me and work for them, tell me, for them fire me. When they find out for me, I don't hear if I'm all people want to know me files so they could spread me out, but it is what it is. Yeah, and I come to this realization, Bing, this is bigger than me. That's why me can't give up, and people are going to be people. Bing, you go have somebody in your yard, feed them every day.
Yeah.
And today you say, boy, I can't feed them because my child needs some food for carry into school sport. Anybody go carry name a road, that boy they Bing selfish and don't want to feed. That's people. Merrick, I don't know what's wrong with us. And I tell people, and I like to use Jesus because Jesus is a commanding. What would Jesus do? When they come at me, ask them, what would Jesus do? Don't answer me though. Me don't believe in Jesus because Jesus was an enforcer and my name was Yahshua. But there's another topic for another day, like I tell you. But what Jesus do? A lot of us say we are Christians and we big Bible and that we go in church. And you have to ask them, what would Jesus do? So all the people them who mashing up Travis, what would Jesus do in your shoe? Today you love Travis because Travis, and a lot of people now want to be my friend because I cuss out the enemy. So now they want me and they want to say, boy Max, I like you, but I like that body because they might potentially be NDP or them and Bing angry and me come give Bing some MC. They like me now because I tell Bing where they want to tell Bing for years. But now if I tell them now, you're wrong, my biggest enemy. We have to look within ourselves, Bing, and this is not something that no outside energy could change. We have to look within ourselves. Like Michael Jackson say, be the man in the mirror. Be the change you want to be, and Dr. Richards mentioned it. Don't watch the other people, them who ain't forgiving who. But I have to tell Dr. Richards too, a lot of people watch St. Vincent getting sabotage and nobody say nothing. We no come and get everything down there, nobody say nothing. Rainforest come, get everything, nobody say nothing. Sanders come, get everything, nobody say nothing. Ames left, old people, nobody say nothing. Grenada don't fix up, Union still there, shaky, nobody say nothing. So what are we supposed to do? Yes, you have to forgive.
And that is why we need the MCs and the Travises.
Bruh, I cannot. Bing, I've tried. Bing, I've tried to walk away because I find I was wasting too much of my. Bing, you know much money I could make every morning between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m., 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. Me dey on radio every morning. Me dey on radio.
I know.
But I love
a lot of the times, like when you don't hear the Cuban Cutlass, it's because he said, Bing,
he can't.
I'm done with it.
Look, man walking musty because I'm a Metropolis. Guess what? They should have. Boy.
He says, Bing, I don't need to do it.
You don't need to do. I don't need to do it.
I don't need to do it. You know. And he
Like-
says, that's it. I'm done.
Like you see, we want change. We the people want change, but we're not accepting the fact that we need to change ourselves. A lot of people out there, we want change, but are you willing to change? But being thanks to having me, I go there, hold it, talk, they try to hear me voice, but it is what it is, man. I'ma always come back here. I might come back before I go back because I hate till after election. I have a yellow leggings and a yellow coops caps to put on. When I hear me camping and me step out and bam, I go take me a hot girl.
Sheen just shopping.
Nah, Sheen think that's rip. Me try that man. Sheen think that's rip and me pull them and then too tight. Me say me belly bang and me shape funny.
Hey, listen, it's been a good one. Unfortunately, I hope Travis rethinks his position. You can let it.
No, we need another Travis. If
let it settle for Travis. It's not the first time that someone like you have done this. I remember the first time when Mr. Weeks said that he's not coming back on Boom. It made the press, you know. No, I'm not taking any more calls. Yeah, you know, it went viral, you know, and I had to walk through the process. It's like growing pain. You have to
you got to be mentally strong.
Yeah, you got to be strong. You got to be strong.
It's a slap in the face. You're helping the people and the same people you're helping. Slap. It's like feeding the dog and the dog bite you.
Yeah, you got to be strong. You got to be strong.
I get it.
And he got a lot of body blows this week. He really did.
But you have to expect that. Once you put yourself in the public domain, you expect to get lash.
I see people on social media all the time throwing comments at me, and I just shake my head. I don't respond, and I just ask God to please beg me.
Hold your tongue.
Because, you know.
I don't see that.
Yeah.
I don't see when your glasses fag up. When you see your glasses fag up and you look on your phone and you start to suck your tongue, you say, me say, Lord, boy, don't let Bing losing licensing thing. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You have to laugh. Man, as long as you're having fun. And for me, Travis, this is from me to you. This Facebook thing for Max Walker is fun. This is my therapy. I've learned to make it my escape from reality.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's serious, but it's fun.
And a lot of people speak about Hamo. This is Hamo.
I told you that this is Hamo release because Hamo knows a lot.
Yeah.
Hamo was part. Hamo feel like he was part of the problem that have St. Vincent here because he helped put them there.
Yeah.
So Hamo is having a sense of remorse. And this is his therapy. You're a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people walking around St. Vincent zoned out.
You heard Chester's, I don't know if you
I didn't hear it.
hear it. Chester's commentary this morning was about I'm fine. People say they're fine, but
boy,
they're going through so much.
Bing,
I mean, you should
Bing,
go back and listen.
You see me
Go back and listen to.
You see me nearly ball this morning talking about the children. Remember when me calling?
You cried.
You remember when the doctor them was on here, me calling and ball. Vinci SU's now take come and say me a act, brother. Me can't act. Me can't act because I'm emotional, man, and I've learned when you cry, you have to let out emotion. If I hold in my cry, I might have a nervous breakdown. If I hold in my cry, I might battle depression. So it is what it is, and it's okay for a man to be vulnerable. And that is something we also need paradigm shift, because if a man is vulnerable and bad, he might not chop up your woman. He might not kill your woman. He might not abuse the children. So we have to find some way to let out our frustration. He might not go and kill a man. If you cry and say, boy, and ball, you might not have the urge now to go kill him, man. We have to figure out some way to let it out without affecting others, without affecting others. But we got a lot of work to do, Ben. A lot of work to do.
Travis, buddy, you'll hear from me today. We will have a talk today. We may have a sit down today and have a lunch. Or I'll be touching base with you today, buddy. All right? We can't let go of Pink Panther like that. You gotta walk through it. You gotta walk through it. Until tomorrow morning, most likely, hopefully. Tomorrow will be our Friday. Your back had to be broad. Shady, you've been in here and you've seen them all. You've seen them all. Your back have to be broad once you're an OMG. Your back have to be broad. Yeah. Tomorrow is our Friday because Friday is Good Friday, so we won't be on Friday. So tomorrow will be our Friday. So you may or may not get me tomorrow. But I'll try very, very hard. detail. All right. And Max is gonna be around for the Easter weekend.
Yeah, I'm going in the Grenadines.
Going to Grenadines?
I'm going to Grenadines.
Nice.
I'm going to Grenadines. I'm probably gonna hit a couple of islands because Easter is a Grenadines thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got friends in Beckwith, I got friends in Canawan, I got friends in Mairo.
You're gonna touch Union Island?
I want to be honest, Bing. I want to touch Union, but I don't want to touch Union.
You're scared of?
I'm scared of what I'll see, to be honest, because seeing on TV
is one thing, but
it's one. When you go down there and you smell and you hear the children laughing, regardless that they don't, you see people living it. I want to go, but I don't want to go.
Shady, how is it still?
Be careful what Shady me bang me. If you notice me, care what Shady me face, and how am I supposed to feel?
Yeah.
And Shady people they down there living like vagrants when he know how hard they work for bill with the bill, and we still dragging our feet. I mean, the government not supposed. Honestly, the government not supposed to build back new houses. We supposed to have insurance on our property. But when you have an insurance company who came here in the past and run with people money, how you expect people to trust insurance company again? When we don't, if you have laws in place to prevent another insurance company to come and scam people. So it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. You're supposed to have insurance on your
It's a government job
to hold. Yes. When a man like Dave Ames come and run, when a band like Black Sand Beach come, Black Sand Hotel come and promise the wall and then do nothing, how are we supposed to trust these institutions, these people in suit and tie with big word and their briefcase? How are we supposed to trust them when the government allowing them to get away with they get away with? Hence why I want them to leave. Because for 23 years, remember we had the most strict money laundering laws on the wall. In 2002, 2003, 2004. That's why it was so hard for open a bank account if you not believe you. Remember that, babe?
Yep.
All of a sudden now, how them man, they come down there and have enough money to finish their project. But me open a bank account now, a problem. So it spills into all these things and we sit down and allow these things as citizens. I don't blame the government and I blame the people for allowing the government to get away with these foolishness. Because NDP did it the same, how another become Mitchell your grandfather, you step a bunch of foolishness they do to a Central Leeward.
Oh yes.
Central Leeward, Hobby, brother, had the most van down there. But they never have a face, but they never had a Max Walker. I got into politics in 2011. After the reassuring kiss, that's when I get into politics. When the man admit he give him one a reassuring, he say, wait, hold on. He admit to kiss the woman. The woman say he rape him. She rape she. He admit, he said, no, me not rape him, but me kiss him. And we allow he to continue to be prime minister. Something have to wrong with we being. Don't get me wrong, Anna.
No.
Don't get me wrong, Anna.
You're certainly correct.
He admit he kiss the woman, he's supposed to step down. Regardless of how good you is, the best prime minister in the whole universe is supposed to step down, brother. And we as a country allow that. They want to come tell me, stop say MC. Look within all yourself, Jed. Like Pastor said, don't study me, study all yourself where you allow. Bring it deeper now. Children get locked. Children go in police protection. Police rape off a girl alleged. Nothing happen. Some of them gone all. Some of them sell everything and gone. Part them gone. Canada, some gone all about. A Cuban nurse who left Cuba for come help her we. Husband been abused. She report the police and then still leave him with the lights to fire. Go up in my schoolyard and tarnish my St. Martin schoolyard and kill the woman in front of your son. How we supposed to live with that bang? Bang a real thing a go on now. Youth man gang rape girl under school because somebody family. Wow, we have to the case there. Ram to the case, like a girl who they say kill the boy down San Hill Bay. You know where the China chama that girl they go through? She father get killed in front of she, you know. Where was he stayed for come give that girl the mental help that she need? But we talking about educational revolution, our psychiatrist need a psychiatrist. For me trauma share experience from dealing with people on a day-to-day basis, bing. Every time I come home, it's like 20 new vagrant coming town. Every time I come home, wait, ram to he. Wait, ram to he. Mental breakdown. Nobody now want to accept them thing that's the reality. It's a lot of work we have to do, bing. A lot of work, and this is not a political thing. We as a people, when the church them, when the man of them be want legalize Buggery, the whole church come out. The only time you see church come out.
The whole town was.
The whole, when nobody ain't coming out for nothing else. Children they wrong here begging, parents sending children who beg when they're supposed to be in school. What are we doing? But if me a pedophile, me could go and say, come, little girl. Me have $20, come here. Next time me sodomize the girl. The girl don't know who me be. But girl innocence violate. Simple, so Aglico girl get mash up. Next thing you know, she knocking bout.
Whatever you do today, make sure you go back and listen to Chester's commentary.
I'm listening.
Yeah, he had a very interesting one. And a lot of it, a lot of things that you said is in Chester's commentary.
I'm listening to this. But yo, Ben, we have a lot of work to do, man. Today, we have
Chester's commentary. Thank you, MC.
Thank you for having me, bro. Thank you.
Buddy, don't have a good day today. Shady, have a
well, my day great, man. Me go eat some coconut. Me go eat some dry coconut and make some. Me go have half a pound of flour. Make 2 dumplings with half a pound of flour. Me alone go eat them.
Oh Lord, okay, buddy. Until then, we gonna love you.
Yeah, man, love you.